Sometimes things are tough, but if you got your family, it's enough. Making lots of friends along the way, especially in the Great Taste Gang. We've got your latest food news and scores from the Cardinals and the Blues. Nikki's part of the crew, and Greg Warren too. SeaWorld and Brando and TC2. And Afton and Sean and Emily. And Mark and Marty and Randy. Guy and Risley. And all the moms and convies. Welcome to the Courtney Show.
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. And feeling good today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not as crappy as yesterday.
Yeah.
I got good rest yesterday.
I did too.
I had some weird dreams.
I did too. I think it's the flower moon.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's seeping into our brains.
They say certain astrological signs are more susceptible to it affecting them.
Really?
I couldn't believe that any less. But the moon thing, I don't know, might be on board. Because they do say solar activity. You know, like, because your brain's all electrical, and if the sun's throwing off extra, electricity, magnetic garbage, it could possibly affect your brain.
I'm curious if anyone listening has had a weird day, like 24, 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, if you there's not a lot. Full moon in Scorpio is what everybody's talking about.
Sure.
On social media. Full moon in Scorpio. And if you put that in to like threads or whatever, there's a bunch of people out there
Really?
talking
So
about.
you have to be a Scorpio for it to really hit you?
I don't know. But then people are like, now you know what it's like to be a Scorpio. Like they have it tougher than the rest of the world.
We're experiencing what they experience year round.
Yeah.
Every day.
Do y'all feel what I'm feeling with this full moon in Scorpio? 89 comments. I already said that.
And is this not something that happens yearly then?
You know what? There's always weird, like, look, whatever this jargon is.
Yeah.
I've heard different variations of this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know all the wording because I don't follow that. I don't even read my There was a time when I'd read my horoscope every day.
Really?
Not for
how long in your life?
When I was younger. I don't know. I don't know why. I just did.
The ladies all seem to really hit that every day. Even the ones you didn't think were doing it, they were doing it.
Haven't in probably 10 years.
Okay.
I guess I just have given up. It was more when I was questioning my life.
Sure.
And wonder what this says.
Did you find appropriate guidance?
No, I mean, I don't think I took it. I didn't think about it after I read it.
Mm-hmm.
But it gave me some kind of peace sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Maybe we just want something to get us. Even if it's someone completely making up garbage.
Somebody asked, how long does the Scorpio full moon energy last? Well, they said last for the rest of May, 3 days prior, 3 days after. It dissipates more each day.
My mom said my sister had all of her crystals out, recharging.
She did?
In the moon, yes.
I didn't know your sister was
She's a witch.
Crystaler.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
She is?
Apparently.
Huh.
Did you know this?
Yes.
Huh.
Not until recently.
She recently became a witch, or you didn't know this?
No, I think it was just I didn't know.
Right.
She hid it from you?
Rightfully so.
She had a spell on him, and then she eventually...
I mean, would you, if I was your brother...
No.
And you decided to go
not your
be
business.
a witch...
Yeah, no.
You're like, please, for the love of God, don't tell him. Because I'm not letting it go. I wanted to, steal all the crystals and replace them with, soap or something. Crystal's working for you.
It's not bothering you.
Yeah, it is.
Not personally. Maybe in your head, you're judging.
Well, now if I walk over there, I might be walking into crystal zones.
Yeah, see?
My brain might get warped by the sacred blue crystal of Arnavavla.
That might be a good question of the day today. What are you judging someone for right now?
That has probably no effect on you, but you can't handle
It has no effect.
It just
but it's
bothers
changed
you.
your opinion. I think it's, it's just what people, everybody needs a little hope in their lives.
Yeah, I guess so.
And a little, if it brings them peace, even though I knew the astrology thing I wasn't like, oh, this is for sure real.
Yeah.
You tailor it in your head
For sure.
to fit your narrative.
Oh, the closest thing for me like that is I do honestly love fortune cookies. I love the fortune.
You
don't
love
like-
the taste of them?
I do, but I also love.
There's no
I buy
fortunes
into
in
the
them.
fortunes.
No, I had a real
It's always
rude
just like,
one recently.
you're real handsome. I'm like, all right, thanks, I guess. I want it to be a
Sometimes
fortune.
that's what I need to get through my day.
But I want it to be a fortune, like,
Yeah, I
whatever
get
you
that.
do, don't touch the number 7 today. I'd be like, oh, what? What does that mean?
I feel like they used to be better. I also think my first introduction to fortune cookies was my grandparents, particularly when we'd go out to California. They lived in San Francisco. And many years, really only a few years ago, but many years later realized they weren't reading the fortunes that were on there. They were tailoring them even more towards me.
Ah,
Oh, well, that's hilarious.
So, I mean, I think early... So
Because the fortunes you would have gone over your head, probably.
Yeah, it'd be like, your finances are looking up, and it's like, I'm 7. So I think early on, I bought in because they were, they were still good at writing fortunes for me, and now I still do. I still really like them.
like, man, that cookie really gets me.
But they've dropped off.
They just, I think
And
you
like
could,
lucky numbers, who needs them?
yeah, I don't, the lucky numbers are,
Yeah,
but that's just part of their deal.
right.
And how hard is it to come up with lucky numbers? It's not hard to do that.
I had a cousin. That's what he did for a living.
And if you're going to come up with the luck, you didn't? Okay.
No.
And if you're going to come up with the lucky numbers, do as many as the lotto.
Yeah, right.
They're short.
Are they always the
I think it's
same
5.
from state to state? Like the number of lotto numbers?
Well, I'm talking about specifically Powerball and Mega Millions, which I think most states have.
Yeah.
So you got to have 6 numbers.
Yeah.
Isn't that the number?
And what do they give you on the
I think
back?
5.
I don't ever look at the numbers.
I think it's 5. And 5 is just regular lotto. But we need those. There's an extra one in those because
Powerball.
of the Mega Ball and the
Yeah.
Powerball. According to Root Canal Bill, past 24 to 48 hours have been very bizarre. And he's had very, very weird dreams. 618 said headaches for the past 2 days. And then, that's just a picture from yesterday from somebody sending me the Portillo's
the headaches would
sandwich.
be legit because allergies have been bugging me. I've been doing all my allergy stuff. And
Yeah, my eyes for sure. So yesterday, I'm at home, just hanging out, minding my own business in the afternoon. Nick was, I think he was out. He was in a golf tournament yesterday. And so I was just hanging, and I was going back and forth with my sister, texting her about different things. And I said, man, it's coming down hard here. And it was a downpour of rain. And she's like, really? It's beautiful where she is in Belleville. I was in Fairview Heights. And she sent me a picture of the radar, and there was one bad cell right over Fairview Heights.
Oh, no.
Everywhere else was totally clear, but there was this scary, weird cell. So I turned it on the weather when it started coming down that hard because I'm like, wow, this is quite a storm. And because I thought maybe they'd be on talking about it. No, it's just it's just right over Fairview
just
Heights.
right over your head.
I have a picture of it. You want to see it?
Following
It's pretty
you around like a Charlie Brown
It's pretty
character.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not a vote for, what is it?
Yeah, right. It's really targeting me.
Yeah.
You think? You think it's just me? How were your days yesterday? Did you do anything fun, exciting, new, different?
It was a good day. Augie had baseball practice last night, and it was hot. It was warm outside last night. But when he comes home from school, a lot of times I'm still asleep because they get home around like 3:30. We're still kind of dealing with the aftermath of Alex's job now being out of the home.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's not fun. Not really fun for anybody. Everyone's complaining,
Are they?
including Alex.
Yeah.
Boy.
But yesterday I got home, had lunch. Nobody was home. And then went and took a nap. And I didn't really have to get up at any super early time. I did have to get up at some point because Owen had baseball practice. And so I did set an alarm, but I had plenty of time to take a nap. So it was good. And my alarm went off. Or actually, I woke up before my alarm and I was just kind of laying in bed and I hear... It's like, oh, man... Who's here? Like, I just woke up.
A real loud knock?
Yeah.
Is it a real loud one?
Real loud, like a pounding.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who's here? I don't want to go downstairs. And then I heard the doorbell ring a couple times and then more knocking, and I realized...
It's one of the kids.
I locked Doggy out.
Oh, no.
So thank God I woke up, that I wasn't like in a deep sleep to where he's standing out there and he is panicked. Like, oh my God, I'm locked out. I can't get in.
And thinking nobody was home?
Yeah, like who's here? I don't know what to do.
What time was it? Like 4?
It was like 3:40 probably.
Uh-huh.
And I just happened to wake up because I think I set my alarm for 4 and I woke up before it. So yeah, thankfully. But I just forgot to.
You're locking the house down though when you're napping?
A lot of times, usually they leave the door unlocked when they go to school, and then I'll get home and be like, ugh, and lock it or unlock it. But I guess I just walked right past the door and took a nap and didn't think about poor Augie stuck out on the driveway.
It's really caused some issues at your house.
It has.
How's Alex doing with it?
I mean, it's just an adjustment. I think she likes the job a lot, which is good. But it just
it'd be terrible if you have to leave the house and you actually don't like the job.
Yeah.
Right. But
it's one thing to hate your job but work from home.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, you forget about the commute and traffic and like all of everything.
It's out
that
of
goes
your
into
life.
Yeah.
For a little while.
You forget like how obnoxious that is and how much of your day is spent driving, when you don't live 7 miles from work.
Easy. That's an exaggeration.
I just picked that number randomly.
Yeah, you did. Anything else with your day?
No, about it.
All right, Tim.
Mine was good. It was mostly Ludo practicing. So our full-blown rehearsals start today.
That's this weekend, right?
Yeah. Point Fest is Saturday. So, yeah, lots to do getting ready for that. Not as much as like a normal Ludo weekend, which is kind of nice. But, yeah, just in terms of practicing. So everybody, some guys got in last night. Some guys get in today. So, yeah, we'll do the full band practices and just getting it all ready.
How does that work with a big, like a festival kind of thing like that? You're probably not doing like a normal full set of music, I'm guessing.
Yeah, shorter. So we're playing about 45 minutes.
And then do they comedian you? Do they like give you the light at some point? Like, hey, wrap it up, fellas.
You're shutting down the side stages though?
We are, yeah. So we go on, I believe, at 4:20.
There's only one side stage, right?
There's 2 that just alternate, like boom, boom, boom. Like as soon as one band ends, the next one starts. So there's never anybody playing at the same time at Point Fest, which is kind of cool. And we're the last bands over there, and then Finger 11 will start the main stage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, but what was your question?
How
do they tell you?
How do they keep it all on time?
That type of thing, they'll just kind of remind you, and somebody might point to a clock or something. And then if you're, they don't have a choice, they'll pull the plug on you.
Well, because, these band guys, they're not following the rules.
Right.
You guys do whatever you want.
And I've seen it. I forget who it was at Lollapalooza, just kept on playing. And somebody was supposed to start. I think Jane's Addiction was supposed to start. It was his thing.
Yeah, he wasn't having that.
And, they pulled the plug on him.
Really?
I don't have another choice. Those things are, man, if you mess up the timing. So, yeah. We might have a little bit of leeway because we're closing down that stage. So it's like it really doesn't even matter if old Finger 11 starts over there. But we're not going to do that. That would be not a cool move.
Well, Finger 11 is the first band on the main stage?
Correct.
But what if the fans demand another
more
song?
Ludo? Then they'll have to stick around for the next time we're around.
Did you see a lot of pictures last night on your social media from people at the Post Malone
Saw a few, for sure.
Jelly Roll show?
I didn't see any.
I saw a lot.
They got nice weather, huh?
Yeah, but people. Although my friend texted us in a group text because Nick really goes in hard about disliking Jelly Roll.
Oh, right.
I mean, not as a person, but like he's on everything anymore.
Yeah.
He's like the flavor right now.
Yeah.
And so our friend was at the show and she's like, great night wish you guys were here. And I was like, man, you guys have beautiful weather. And she said, it's a little warm.
Oh, yeah.
I
It
think
was.
It was a little humid.
It was
Sure.
humid and sticky.
Yeah, but still, it's better than July, middle of July
Yeah.
heat.
It's going to be hot tomorrow. 90s.
It is.
Woo, I saw that.
Can we just have a little?
It's looking good for Point Fest.
I was going to ask you about
I
that
think it'll cool off more but it's 80s. I mean,
because I'm planning on going. I want to get there to see you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We're going to rock. I'm not going to lie to you.
I would hope you would never lie to me.
45-minute set, our first time playing in front of not exclusively Ludo fans.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
mm-hmm. Make some
Special
new
guests,
fans.
I think. Yeah.
I had a little chat with Riz from the Rizzuto show in the break room this morning, and yesterday I was going out to have a little break during the show, and I walked out and there was
You like
somebody.
to take walks.
I do. There's somebody out there. I'm like, with a dog, and I was like, now I have to be the greeter because I was walking out, and I walked out and I'm like, hi, can I help? Oh, you're Steve-O. Steve-O from Jackass is in town at Helium Comedy Club. I don't know how many shows, but he's here.
Must be a decent amount.
He's here real early.
Yeah.
And he brought his dog. His dog's adorable. But anyway, so Riz was telling me that while the dog was in the studio, he was there all morning, the dog bit him.
It's in the picture.
Yeah, it's in the.
Yeah.
They got a picture at the exact time that the dog bit him.
You're kidding.
And Riz wasn't mad at the dog at all. He wasn't. He's like, man, this dog was in the studio for too long for the dog. It was tired of it.
Yeah.
And it found me to be the responsible party.
Well, he knows who's in charge.
I was really, really laughing at that. But it's weird when you see someone, you're like, wow, you look familiar. No, I just looked at him and went, oh yeah, you're Steve-O.
Sure, come on in.
Here, just have a seat right here. I'll help you out in a little while. All right, so today we have a lot of stuff on the show today. We've got all those tickets to give away. Simple Minds along with Soft Cell and Modern English. That's first in the 7. In that same hour, we are going to have Tamara from Clementine's coming by to talk about a project that Tim worked on.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. And then 8 o'clock hour, Battlehawks tickets for Saturday's game.
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 o'clock hour, we have Rob Thomas tickets with First 5 Notes. But besides all that, we have a very special announcement at a little before 9 o'clock. And we have a Who's on the Hotline a little after 9 this morning. So a lot to get to today, including Wheel of Questions, Hollywood Outsider, anything else we can think of. If you guys want to text us, we love hearing from you every single day on the Cheney window and door text line 314-669-4665.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Pete Rose is no longer banned from baseball, and neither is shoeless Joe Jackson. The reason? They dead. Rob Manfred, the Major League Baseball commissioner, reinstated both of them yesterday, so now they are both eligible for the Baseball Hall of Fame. He actually unbanned everybody who is dead. He said, obviously, a person no longer with us cannot represent a threat to the integrity of the game. So he also unbanned basically all the other White Sox players that fixed the World Series back in 1919. Along with shoeless Joe Jackson. I don't know who else that affects that has been banned.
Does that mean that they can be up to be inducted?
Yeah.
It means they're going in.
Yeah, I would assume Pete Rose will go in, and maybe shoeless Joe Jackson. I mean, I know you just brought up a lot. I don't remember his career very well.
You don't know it
not
off the
by
top of your
heart.
head?
He was in a couple movies.
Yeah, he did great in the movies.
It's too bad. I mean, if you're going to do it, it's too bad that Pete just missed it.
I know. It feels very intentional.
Yeah.
that they
But, I
waited.
mean, Pete missed it because he died. And so it wouldn't have happened had he not died.
Well, yes, right.
That's true.
You're right.
Yes, he's making the rule saying, like, if you have passed away, then you can no longer influence the game negatively.
Yeah.
The 12-person Classic Baseball Committee, does not vote again until December of 2027. So the earliest he would be able to get in is 2028.
Interesting. And so, I mean, do you think that if now we kind of know, all right, this is the policy, that a lot of those steroids guys will just wait until they're dead?
Oh, maybe. But those guys aren't banned. You know what I mean?
They're not.
They've just been excluded. There's just sort of this unwritten, unrecognized.
Who's the biggest one there? Bonds?
Bonds, McGuire, I would say are the two biggest ones. That Rafael Palmeiro would be another one. I think he should be probably with the numbers that he put up. Clemens hasn't gone in. There's just a lot of those guys. A-Rod. They had huge numbers.
They're not, But I wonder, it'll be interesting. Because Bonds, it's like it would have, like, I don't know.
But yeah,
do you think they'll sit on that, or do you think he'll go in? It's a little bit, I think loosening it probably helps the steroid guys.
I don't think it's going to change anything for those guys.
Meaning they won't go in?
No, how would this change anything? These are death. These are people that are dead.
But he's saying, like, are they going to wait until they die?
Oh.
And then they'll put him in.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that doesn't quite sync up to what he's saying, but it sort of does.
Loosening it, I guess, is a thing. Barry Bonds isn't in solely because of steroids, because the voters, I guess, have chosen not to put him in. So I don't know.
Yes, but it has to do with. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how they handle that. Kim Kardashian took the witness stand to testify against those thieves who allegedly held her at gunpoint, tied her up, and stole her jewelry at a Paris hotel in 2016. Her stylist, Simone, also took the stand because she was staying in the same suite, and she heard Kim begging for her life. Some people are bothered by so she gave a lot of details yesterday. It sounded like a very harrowing experience that she was in. But some people are really bothered by the fact that she showed up wearing a lot of expensive jewelry, about $7 million in jewelry, they're estimating.
Really?
I don't know.
Why are they bothered by
I don't know. That's part of the storyline.
She's allowed to have jewelry. She's the one that's the victim here.
Exactly. Like, leave her alone. But these are jewel thieves, so maybe she did it on purpose. Like,
she was asking for it?
Like, showing them, like,
oh, still mine.
Still like jewelry? What about this stuff?
That's bizarre.
I don't know.
Why are we even...
no idea.
It's just trolls.
Just telling you the stories.
That sounds like an absolutely terrible thing to go through.
Yes.
Oh, it was awful.
Let's cut her some slack.
Yeah. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie, took the witness stand yesterday after they showed the video of him chasing her down and hitting her in a hotel back in 2016. I think we've all seen that video. She was very emotional. She had a lot to say about the nature of their 10-year relationship and those infamous freak-offs, which she was a part of. Lots of detail. I will not go into that here.
I posted it on the blog in case you want to read about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And more court news. The Menendez brothers are one step closer to freedom. They have been resentenced for the double murder of their parents. So their sentence was reduced from life without the possibility of parole to 50 years with the possibility of parole. Now, 50 in court land doesn't necessarily always mean 50. So they've served 30 years of their sentence. Next up, they'll appear before the California Parole Board, where that panel and Governor Gavin Newsom will make the final decision on possibly granting them parole. So I guess they are parole eligible because they've been in for 30, whatever the court math works out for 50 years. So they could be free. We'll see. Sounds like the reason George Clooney asked Joe Biden to drop out of the presidential race was because Joe didn't recognize him. CNN's Jake Tapper and this Alex Thompson from Axios have written a book called Original Sin about how the White House, tried to control the narrative around then President Biden's age. The book includes an anecdote about a time when Biden and Clooney met up at a fundraiser in June of 2024, and Biden didn't know who he was. Now, according to the book, quote, Clooney was shaken to his core. The president hadn't recognized him, a man he had known for years. So they had met multiple times, I guess, and knew each other.
George Clooney.
And he's like, and I'm George Clooney. I just wonder, like, wait, was his hair dyed at that point? Because he looks different with the hair dye.
Yeah, I don't think it was dyed.
I don't think it was dyed at that point. So anyway, a lot of people talking about that book. ABC announced its fall schedule yesterday. We had yesterday was NBC and Amazon and
Fox?
was it Fox? No, Fox is a part of ABC. I can't remember. But anyway, ABC
No.
did their... yeah, I think so.
Fox and ABC?
No.
I thought they bought... I thought Disney owns all of it now.
Not Fox.
Disney doesn't own Fox, yeah.
Okay. ABC announced their schedule, 911 Nashville, starring Chris O'Donnell, blah, 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 blah.
Whoa, Chris
Oh,
O'Donnell's
yeah,
gonna
married
be
to
Chris
a-
O'Donnell, Jessica Capshaw,
Louis
Kimberly Williams, Paisley, and Leanne Rhymes are all in a show. It's called 911 Nashville.
That is star-studded.
That's the only show they got, though. New
I
one.
didn't realize Chris O'Donnell's other thing ended with LL Cool J. I never watched any of it. NCIS. He was in an NCIS. And now he's on this?
Yeah,
That's
and
it
it's-
for me, guys.
It's going to take over the spot held by Dr. Odyssey.
Oh,
on
Dr.
Thursday
Odyssey
night.
got...
They have not announced what's going to happen with Dr. Odyssey. The fate of that show is still up in the air, but that's not a good sign for them to bump them from their time spot.
The sharks aren't cheap.
At Disney Plus, they've got
Where were they? And that's why.
season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. That will happen. And then on FX, they say another subsidiary of Disney. They unveiled the trailer for Kim Kardashian's legal drama All's Fair, which is coming to Hulu sometime in the fall.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I think Fox sold FX to ABC, maybe? FX
so they would be
was a Fox
separate
thing.
things,
I
and
don't
it's
know.
called FX, which I took
Maybe.
as like a shortened version of Fox.
It was originally.
FX has great, really good programming. They don't have a lot of programming, but the stuff they do, that's Fargo and some really good shows.
The Shield? Anyone remember The Shield?
Yeah, you do. We know.
Good. That was the beginning of Walton Goggins.
The Shield and what's his Step by Step?
Who likes Step by Step? Me?
Yeah, isn't that the one you like? With all the kids?
There are a lot of kids. Do I like it more than
I don't know.
other shows?
I'm just saying it's your child. Those are your childhood shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
wrapped
you
up.
know it.
Well, no, The Shield was not childhood. The Shield was post-college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Shield, I was taking The Shield and Mad Men down at the same time.
Oh, well, yeah, you were older.
Yeah.
Tom Lamas, formerly of ABC News, will officially take over as the new anchor of NBC Nightly News on March 5th. He'll be replacing longtime host Lester Holt.
What's Lester doing?
He's not retiring, so he does Dateline as well, and so now he's just going to be full-time Dateline anchor.
Oh, yeah.
He's not retiring.
I didn't realize Lamas switched teams.
Yeah, I guess so. He
He's
is
good.
currently a senior national correspondent and anchor of Top Story with Tom Lamas, an evening news program that streams on NBC News Now. He confirmed he will continue to anchor Top Story as well. So he's going to keep doing that too.
And remember, Lester got the gig because all the Brian Williams stuff.
I like Lester a lot.
Yeah, me too. He's great.
One of the stars of Happy Gilmore passed away recently. Nobody knows how old he was, but he was estimated to be at least 80, may have been as old as 100 years old. His name was Morris, and he was an alligator. So he played the alligator who bit off Chubbs Peterson's hand.
100 years old.
Yeah, they don't know. They're guessing. He had a long career in Hollywood from 1975 to 2006. His films include the cult horror classic Alligator, 1994's Interview with a Vampire, and Dr. Dolittle 2 in 2001. So this alligator was in a bunch of different movies over the years. But yeah, he passed away
Oh, that's-
at whatever age.
What a nice long life.
I wonder if they put him in the sequel that's coming out.
I don't think so. They said he spent his twilight years at a place called the Colorado Gator Farm, so he'd retired, I believe.
Okay.
But they plan, the guy, I saw an interview with the guy, and I did not post it because he's talking and they have just lifted the alligator out. So it's a dead alligator.
well, that's so
Nobody wants to
terrible.
see that. But he's very emotional as he's talking about the alligator, and as he's hugging the alligator. And he said they're going to actually have taxidermied. So he said so the alligator can still scare small children for many years to come, because that's what he would have wanted.
Sad.
I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
Have you ever dated somebody that had a hobby that was a little bizarre to you? And you will never date somebody, like you then said, I will never date somebody that enjoys doing this. we it's not their fault. They may have just had a hobby, but people are sharing a hobby that's an instant red flag to them.
Oh.
If you like somebody, you like them.
Right.
I know that you're saying red flag, but sometimes you like there's so many things that you have in common with someone, and this one thing may not keep you from dating them.
And you'll put up with the one or two.
If you really like them,
Yeah.
you will still see them.
I think I'm more the one with the red flag
You think that
hobbies.
your previous relationships, there are girls out there saying, I will never date somebody that
collects Toby mugs or something.
collects Toby mugs,
I just think I have more hobbies than most people.
T-shirts.
Oh, I dated a girl who had a lot of Beanie Babies.
Wow.
She collected a lot of them.
Yeah,
That bothered me.
it did. Did it? But you still dated her.
I did.
How long after you realized she had a collection of Beanie Babies?
We were only
did you
together
date?
for a few months.
Yeah.
But it was jarring. Like, whoa, what's going on here?
All right. Well, if you're looking for summer love, that's why this list came out.
Yeah.
A little summer
Romance.
fling.
Sure.
There's here are the hobbies that people wade in that they say are instant red flags. With it's not just dating them, but also kind of like Brando judging his sister with their crystals.
Mm-hmm.
They're judging family, coworkers, that kind of thing. Beauty pageants. Somebody's hobby is, I guess, being in beauty pageants.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't really know. They just said beauty pageants. I don't think that's a hobby.
It depends on how involved you are. Like, if you've ever been in one or if you've been in a couple, that's different than the people who grew up in them and it's a big part of their life.
Yes, for
Like,
sure.
I knew girls in college that were like in the beauty pageant, but they had never done it before.
I don't know one beauty pageant person that I've ever had in my life.
Really?
No, I've never been close to anyone.
I worked
never
with
been-
somebody at my very first radio station. She had been in multiple pageants over the years. Actually, I worked with two different pageants.
Yeah, there got to be pageant people in radio.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
But they've not been in my circle. Next thing that is a red flag, a hobby. People, I don't know if this is a hobby, but people that are into pranking.
Is that a hobby?
You just don't want to. You just don't want to be there around them because you're like, I am going to be the butt of a prank.
Yeah. They're going to come after me.
Somebody's like addicted to it.
Yes.
You're like,
they're
"Babe."
constantly thinking of
Babe,
pranks.
time for bed. I'll be right there. Is your refrigerator running?
CrossFit. People that are into
Yeah.
CrossFit.
Yes.
Collecting. We just talked about it. Taxidermy animals.
Depends what kind.
Yeah, but if you
Like
walk
that
into
are-
somebody's house and they're all taxidermied out, being way too into true crime.
Oh, yeah. Some people, man.
Yeah.
It's like become people's personalities.
Yes.
I dated a girl that was really into, was like almost addicted to Jerry Springer.
Really?
Just watched every day. Had to watch
I
Jerry
mean, I
Springer.
get that mindless kind of
And
thing.
would just laugh incessantly at everything.
Collecting Disney memorabilia.
It's cool.
That would be a red flag for me.
Here is what they say, though. If you are a Disney adult, if you meet another Disney adult, you're going to have a great
Sure.
life.
Yeah.
But they can have a great life together, but a Disney adult with somebody that's not, there's trouble.
Yeah, I wonder if that works. I mean, I'm sure there's cases. I'm sure it's out
But
there.
don't you think they'll just be a part of your love for it?
Well, and it's
You can't hate it.
once
Yeah.
Disney bought Marvel and Star Wars, all these universes have collided. So if you're a Disney princess lady, you can, hook up with a Star Wars nerd and somehow
Yes,
it works.
it can work. Another angle of something like a pop culture thing you're obsessed with, Hallmark movies. Having to watch every single Hallmark movie.
Is that even possible?
No, there's too
They
many.
make hundreds of them,
Yeah,
don't they?
because there's Hallmark, the movies, the mysteries, there's so many. There's so many. Trolling people online for fun.
Oh yeah, people who get caught up in
Yeah.
that could be
That
And
would
then
be a
there are
problem.
like they get the likes that they get from terrible comments
yeah.
just gets them going even more. Influencers.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah, that would be a lot. Every time you're out, I'm like, hold on, I got to take a picture
What
of
is
me
that?
and my food.
What is that page I follow on Instagram?
Influencers in the wild.
It's-
I watch that. I
It's
follow
pretty
that one, too.
entertaining. Someone said a girl once told me her hobby was scrolling on TikTok.
Yikes.
Talking.
That might be it. But if that's the only hobby you can say you have, let's get outdoors a little
Whoever
bit.
she is, keep her away from Nick.
I know. They'll fall in love. They'll just be never
She's
talk.
like,
They'll
I
never
just like
talk.
to scroll on Talk, and I like to go to Hooters.
There's also stuff that people mention that is time consuming and expensive, like golf, horses, and limited edition toy collecting.
Horse golfing.
But yeah, golf is a long commitment.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's if you're playing 9, fine. But it's at least 5 to 6 hours from the
it's
time
your
you
whole
leave
day.
to the time you come home.
I got that on Monday in a golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole day.
That's way longer. Golf tournaments are way longer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get a look at your traffic. We still have best things coming up in just a few minutes.
55 northbound, there's a backup between Revis Barracks and Carondelet. Watch out for an accident, 270 southbound before St. Charles Rock Road. And you're also stop and go 5570 westbound between Highway 203 and Interstate 64. Arch Traffic is sponsored by Schicker Auto Group, your headquarters for American-made Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles. Shop local. Visit shopschicker.com.
1065 The Arch. The Courtney Show.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
I told you I had audio, but it's been taken down, and I'm very upset about it.
What?
It was, the kids that are working these summer jobs having the older fellows or ladies saying their lingo. It's somebody at Grant's Farm, and they have the guy saying all the kids' lingo, showing them around Grant's Farm.
And it's taken down?
I can't find it. I sent myself the link, and it said this video is no longer available, and I'm very, very sad. If somebody has it, send it to me because
Bummer.
it's so funny. I a lot. And Laumeier Sculpture Park was one that I did last year, if you remember, and that's where you're finally going.
That's where I'm going tomorrow? Is today Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
And this week.
Tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Hey, and I thought of a good question of the day today. When you're talking about red flags, what do you look back at a hobby that you took on because you were in a relationship that you're like, who was I? Like you got real into fill in the blank. Because we do that. I mean, if you want to have a good relationship, you try to get involved in things they like.
Yeah.
And that's reasonable.
I've been to country shows now. I think that's something.
Yeah.
Women's rights.
You better continue with that hobby.
Yeah, I stuck with
I
it.
think your lady would appreciate
It
it.
was definitely something put upon me.
Yeah, you're hearing about it. Okay, I only saw. I saw this on a friend, Ike. She's one of our great texters on the text line. She posted this meme. Who in their right mind thought 28 days annual leave out of a possible 365 was an acceptable number?
Yeah, no kidding.
I know we have weekends there too, but still, it is not good. And then I just like this because it made me laugh. Troy Johnson said, "The black jelly bean is the best bean, made of corn syrup, Jägermeister eyeshadow, and Cure songs.
Cure song.
Flavor stays in your mouth until Jesus comes back. Supreme."
That's great.
All right, what about you guys?
This is from Lynn. She said, parenthood turns you into a morning person the same way being chased by a bear makes you a runner. That's true. All of a sudden, you're the one waking up early and you're like, I don't want to be the wake up person. And then this really messed with me. It's not funny, but it is weird. This is from Han Scratch, whoever that is. He said, I can't get over the fact that I've never seen a smartphone in a dream. Never. And I'm like,
Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't remember.
I don't know what I See?
Well, they say that's one of the tricks to like know if you're dreaming, because you'll never see a TV, like you never see a TV screen or anything, like there's nothing on it.
Oh, well,
but maybe
there's
that's
no
the
way
same
I'm
sort
ever
of
going to
thing.
remember any of this.
But that's how like people that do the lucid dreaming, there are little tricks that you use to go, oh, I'm in a dream, I'm in a bar, where are the TVs? Oh, there's nothing on the TVs.
Oh, they're trying
I
to
must be in a dream.
Got it.
And so then you're like, I'm Superman, and you're flying around. You can do whatever you want.
I've never had the awareness to stop and be like, am I in a dream?
Never.
What tricks can I use?
No, the closest I get is the dream that wakes you up. Like that, I had that dream last night that it's so intense that you're like,
yes.
like in a movie, and you wake up and you're like, I was that close to the line between reality and dream that it pulled me out.
Yeah.
And then it pulled me back.
Yeah, I had a bunch of weird ones yesterday.
I was in like a shootout.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. Oh, it was like a bad guy. Yeah, shooting back. I don't know if I got him. To be continued. I woke up.
Wow.
Tim, what about
Glad
you?
you're all right.
What did you see?
I got a few. It can be so healing to stay up until 3 a.m. Unfortunately, it will also completely ruin your life.
Yeah.
I identify with that so much.
Every weekend I stay up so much later than
I'm never staying up. I don't think I stay up anymore till 3 a.m.
Not 3 a.m.
You haven't seen 3 in a while, but I need sometimes you'll get those a couple late night hours just to make you feel like yourself again.
Yeah.
And then you're just ruined for who knows how long.
Yeah. It's true.
It's crazy how laundry isn't even that difficult, except for it being the hardest thing in the world. Totally agree with that one, too.
Terrible.
And then I can't read these people's names because they're offensive. This person said, sometimes I say, and I've always said this, when I haven't. In fact, sometimes it'll be my first time saying this. I'm so sorry.
I knew a person who did that all the time.
I always say, and it was the first time they'd ever said it.
Yeah. And you're like, no, you don't.
I know who you're talking about, too.
I bet you do.
I sure do.
Said it all the time.
I mean,
what? You never said. Or would be like, when I was there. No, you weren't. You weren't there.
There are insignificant liars in the world.
Yeah.
They make me crazy. The insignificant liars.
Pointless lies.
I envy
just
it,
to
though.
to try to make a story better, I guess.
What a great life.
Yeah.
I am too honest. Like, I can't. If I try, I'm like, I'm not. That's not real.
Honesty gets in the way of a good story sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
But then you're honest.
I know. All right, those are the best things. We saw, sorry about the tease for the Grants Farm thing. I'll see if I can find it somewhere.
That'd be great, Courtney.
But we do have Food Court. That's next. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
Food Court.
106.5 The Arch.
Food Court is sponsored by Schnucks. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. We want to thank Stacy Schnucks Stacy, for giving me a big bag of things to try. And I thought we'd try the popcorn today that she sent along. Okay, so far the fudge Oreos, they're good.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not as dark chocolatey as you would expect them to be.
They are no Post Malones.
No, nothing.
Those would be something I would buy. I'm never buying Oreos, but every once in a while.
What if they sold one Oreo?
No, I'll buy the little pack that they have at gas stations every once in a while.
Or half Oreos.
If I'm feeling in the mood for an Oreo, because sometimes an Oreo just hits the spot. I know me. Buying a whole thing of it is a bad idea for myself. Mm-hmm. I'll eat way too many. But besides the regular Oreos, or maybe I want a little more, the double stuff or whatever it is, I would buy those Post Malone Oreos again. They were that good.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get the popcorn out?
Oh, no, I will.
And then I did not like, but Tim did, those little balls of nothing.
They got the job done for me.
Yeah, you were hungry. I think you were a little hungry.
Pop'ems, light and crispy pretzel snacks. They're not exactly pretzels. They're
yeah.
It's hard to explain, but
a real airy pretzel.
Once you know what they are and accept them for what they are.
I didn't hate them. I would
the job.
I would have probably like the different flavor. I bet there's like a barbecue or something out there that would be good.
This is Culinaria, chosen by Schnucks, crafted Chicago-style popcorn. It is a sweet caramel popcorn, famously mixed with natural cheddar cheese flavored popcorn.
Yes.
I
I don't think you can go wrong with
You
a Chicago
cannot.
mix.
I think
This
it's
is
a good.
signature recipe.
All right.
Share as well.
Everybody go in on some and give us your take on them, and I will tell you about a couple stories. Today is National Buttermilk Biscuit. Yes, it is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. And we have a lot of great biscuit spots now that have popped up all over, mostly in Tim's area.
Yeah.
Aren't there a bunch like in your general vicinity?
Yeah.
It's in Biscuit Land.
The big one is, why can't I think of the name? Honey.
I shrunk.
Somebody's getting mad out there.
Honeybees?
It's not honeybees, is it?
Honey, please.
Isn't there a place called Biscuits?
Biscuit biscuits?
B is for biscuit.
Honey. What is it called? It's an old Velvet Freeze. I don't know. It's great, though. They do a great job. It's the people that they bought Spencer's, where I go twice a week.
This popcorn's good.
We have a place called Clara Bees that people love.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Belleville. I've never been, but people swear by it. But man, you get a good biscuit. You don't want to. I mean, you don't. It's like I would love one of these great biscuits with biscuits and gravy, but then you don't want to cover the delicious biscuit too.
That's true. You worry that it's inferior gravy.
Yes.
Is there such a thing?
No, I don't know. But I will also say this about biscuits. Strawberry shortcake, my favorite strawberry shortcake recipes are made with biscuits
Oh.
and not angel food cake.
Really?
If I had my choice, that's how I grew up eating them. And I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had strawberry shortcake, but I know that I loved it. It has
This
a little,
is the time of year. Strawberries are fresh.
yeah, it had a little like salt
Yeah.
profile with the biscuit.
Right.
And then the yummy strawberry stuff. So good. All right, what do we think? Not enough caramel in there, huh?
Agreed.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just that first handful I got, but
Because I just dumped out a little pile.
The trick with the Chicago mix is you got to kind of mix it up because the caramel's heavier than the
Yes.
cheese. And so
You got to go 4 pops per caramel. 4 cheddar to every caramel.
really, I like a 50-50 blend.
You do? You're going half.
Yeah, that's my goal.
All right.
better to me, yeah.
Nick always says I pick. I'm a snack mix picker. Like
Oh,
if
you're
we
just
have,
going for the
I'm going for what I want. Like if it's a Gardetto mix, I'm going for those Melba Toast
Melba Toast,
looking
yeah.
things.
I believe that.
McDonald's is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the McFlurry. Can you believe the McFlurry has been around for 30 years? Because it seems newer because Dairy Queen was doing it first.
Sure.
How old is the Blizzard?
Oh, I don't know. But invented by a guy here because of Ted Drews. Sam something.
Yeah. Same St. Louis.
To a bunch of Dairy Queen locations.
Does the Blizzard still have those cool spoon/straws?
I think they got rid of them because of
The environment.
Yeah.
Blizzard is, they say, currently about 40 years old.
Okay. Well, and good luck getting it if those ice cream machines aren't working. But they have a new birthday cake flavor, but not in the U.S. It's only in Canada. It's like, what are you doing, man? But speaking of McDonald's, they say that their new Squishmallows are officially back in McDonald's Happy Meals after their official run in 2023.
Wow.
Now, doesn't
that'll be a
Amelia
big-
go in on those?
She did. She
Yeah.
had a real Squishmallow addiction
She over?
there for a while. Oh, yeah. It's hot and fast. It was over.
Okay, well, these are now available at all your McDonald's locations. They are those squishy stuffed toys that have, let's see, they have toys inside, I guess. That's what they say.
Inside the Squishmallow?
No,
inside
they're
the Happy
inside
Meals,
the
though.
Happy Meal.
Oh, gotcha.
And they're a limited time, and they have each meal will include one of a dozen different toys, including a character named Hallie, a previously unseen Squishmallow of the salamander-shaped some kind of type.
It's exciting. They should have all the McDonald's characters as Squishmallows. That would be, I think everybody would be interested
People
in
were
that.
real pumped about when they were bringing back those, the old school mascots.
Crew, yeah.
Yeah.
Birdie, for example.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Grimace is practically a Squishmallow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
That's a great squishmallow.
Yeah.
And here are some items that people are really excited about, new fast food items. You want to know about them?
Yes.
I think I've talked about some of these, but these are getting the most talk, the most buzz right now out in the world. Wendy's Cajun Crunch Chicken Sandwich. People think it's really good, so it's getting good hype.
That would be something I'd go for.
Not anything like the Popeyes chicken sandwich of 2019, though.
No. it's
Am
a
I
great
making up that
sandwich.
year? Maybe. But man, have you ever seen anything get more
No,
talk?
it was insane. Like we'd never had a chicken sandwich
And
before.
because of it, it caused every fast food place to find the chicken sandwich.
Even
for them.
McDonald's, which I don't feel like McDonald's follows anyone. You know, like,
No, they're like, we do what we do.
and and I like their chicken sandwich.
Well, people like it. The Wendy's Cajun Crunch Chicken Sandwich. McDonald's McCrispy Strips. I don't know if it's getting a lot of talk because they're delicious or because it's new. One customer said, they're just okay. I have been hearing, and I tried to convince Nick into getting this a couple weeks ago when we went through T-Bell. I wanted him to try the Taco Bell crispy chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
You wouldn't
just,
do it?
he wouldn't do it. I've heard good things about them, though. I mean, look at their fries. People love those nacho fries.
They make
Yeah.
movies about them on their website
Yeah, okay.
with real stars.
I got
Know
some
about
money.
This?
No.
All right.
Do you want to tell me?
Dude, movies with stars.
And fries.
All about the nacho fries.
This sounds like something maybe your kids would like, Brando. Burger King frozen strawberry flavored with nerds.
Oh, that
Well,
sounds
Amelia's in for the strawberry.
awesome.
That's like her flavor.
It's like a slushie of some sort with a bunch of nerds in it. Looks pretty.
Speaking of nerds and that type of stuff, do you feel like a lot of companies are knowing they have to retire the dye?
Are going in,
Yeah,
dye
they're
and
like,
everything.
We gotta get rid of all this dye.
Yeah, the nerds don't go bad. You got to use them all.
That is very funny.
They're just everything's red now. They're like red cheeseburgers.
I haven't heard anything about this, but I'm so happy I know it's available. Jersey Mike's new signature chicken salad sub. I love a chicken salad, and Nick loves Jersey Mike, so.
You can get chicken salad.
But I really am a fan of their chicken. I can't remember what it's called. It's some number 18. No, I don't know what number it is. Big Kahuna.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
fan of that.
Oh.
Without the jalapenos. And they do really good things. They're good people. That Mike, that Jersey Mike's Mike. I don't know if his name's Mike.
I'd like to go. I've never been.
It's good. And then people are talking about the Wendy's Frosty Fusions,
Oh.
which they're doing the Pop-Tarts coming up. These might be available now. Yes, they are. All right, so here is what you can get with those. Strawberry Frosty Swirl, Caramel Frosty Swirl, Brownie Batter Frosty Swirl, Pop-Tart Strawberry Frosty Fusion. This seems like a lot for them to take on right away. And the Oreo Brownie Frosty Fusion and a Caramel Crunch Frosty Fusion.
So it's just the frosty, and then they
just add
put some
things.
goo in it.
Yes.
Got
So
it.
those are available. They came out nationwide starting just on Monday. And then finally, the Arby's barbecue sandwiches.
Wouldn't it be an RBQ?
Doesn't say barbecue, but they used to use that.
I thought they
Yeah,
did.
they did. I don't know. But somebody said the pulled pork's pretty good.
Well, the brisket sandwich they've had for years, and that's very good.
So there you go. That's what people are talking about. And then there's one other little food note that sounded interesting to me. Butterfinger it's not until 2026, but it's interesting. Butterfinger hasn't really tried to do anything but Butterfinger.
No, and why would you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my favorite Blizzard.
Oh, sure.
Butterfinger
Yep.
Blizzard.
It's great.
But early in 2026, there's going to be a new French toast Butterfinger bar.
Weird. In stores?
Yeah, and I don't have a good screenshot of it. I'm sorry. I don't know, but they said there was a salted caramel, and they've announced a marshmallow.
I don't think I understand this.
I don't understand it either. Here, look. Let me show you.
In my mind, that whatever that substance is in a Butterfinger can only be that substance.
That's what it looks like. It looks like it's like a cherry number.
Or the color's off on that.
Yes.
Color looks off.
Yeah. I don't know.
Weird.
Just giving
They
you
got to rethink this.
giving you the news. All right, that is your food court. It's brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app.
You can do it.
I see dead people.
Hello, Newman.
Where's the beef? What you talking about, Will?
Throwback Live.
All right, we've got our contestants all lined up today for Throwback Live. Brando, you'll be playing for Melissa from Alton, Illinois. Tim has Teresa from St. Charles, and I'll be playing for Tom from Freeburg. The winner will receive a pair of tickets to see Simple Minds with Soft Cell and Modern English June 5th, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Afton's here for Throwback Live. How are you?
I'm doing so great. How are you guys?
Good.
We're pretty good.
Yeah?
You know,
Yeah?
feeling that competitive spirit.
Totally.
Really ready to go.
You're
How
just
about
like
you?
really ready to play.
Yes.
I can tell.
I'm an air boxing.
Yeah, there's
Ready.
a vibe in the room for sure.
Let's get that host
yeah.
in here.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so Marty's got throwback clips for you guys. You're going to ring in for your listeners with these sounds. Courtney, Brando, and Tim. Question 1, name this movie.
Oh, hey, what are you burning, man? Come on.
It's everything. It's everything that reminds me of her, and I need it gone.
Courtney,
It's Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
that's correct.
Okay, I thought I was fine, right? And I'm not. I'm not fine at all.
Question 2, name the TV show featuring this theme song.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden.
What is it called?
I think I'm going to give it a guess, too.
Touched by an angel?
I knew what it was.
That's Della Reese right
I
there.
was going to ask, is that her singing it?
I could see her. I could see everything, but I'm like, I don't know what that show.
I was in between that and Heat of the Night. Heat of the Night has a weird, like...
in the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little darker.
All right, question 3, who's talking here?
Hello again, everyone.
Brando. Howard Cosell.
That is correct.
It's good to have you with us for this event. It figures to be an exceptional one that doesn't need any buildup.
All right, we are tied. Question 4, name this advertiser.
We have selected a bottle for our new...
Ty.
What?
Everybody?
Oh, I watched. Everybody
Okay.
did the
Marty
I
says.
think I was late, honestly.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, I've been a tie between those two.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bartles and James.
That's correct.
premium wine
Wow.
cooler, and we were about to print up a label when Ed called to my attention the fact that we did not yet have a name for our product. But we decided just to call it the Bartles and James wine cooler.
No, you don't have any recollection of that. No, you're too young, both
Really?
of you.
I remember.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I also, two of my grade school classmates were Mike Bartels and Jimmy Heath, and they hung out all the time. We called them Bartles and James.
Standing there with like a pitchfork or something.
They were on a porch.
Yeah, on a porch.
Or they'd be like out in the water. Always standing.
All right,
No,
question-
they were
one
always
was
sitting on the porch.
I thought one was sitting, one was standing.
You're thinking of the Cranberries.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
they're out in the bog.
Yeah.
Singing Linger.
Yeah, oh God, that's
zombie,
right.
actually.
I love that commercial.
Zombie, yeah.
Real catchy.
Question 5, name this backwards song title or artist. Courtney.
Alanis Morissette.
No.
Oh, man.
Brando, were you in too? Okay, I know you were.
I regret it. Meredith Brooks.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And with 2 full points, it's a Tim Convey win.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Do we need to go back? Touched
No,
by an
no, no.
angel.
It's true.
Touched
Oh,
by an
yeah.
angel
It's
was
real.
really.
Did it.
That's what brought it home.
It's real. Congratulations to Tim, but more importantly, it's not about Tim. It's about you,
That's right.
Teresa. Congratulations.
Teresa,
Thank you, Tim.
kind of about me though, right, Teresa?
Kind of, yeah.
Well,
It's important. You got the answers right.
Yeah.
Which in turn wins you tickets to see Simple Minds, Soft Cell, Modern English. They're all going to be at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater
Huge.
on June 5th, and you will be there as well, Teresa. So stand by. We'll get you those tickets. Those tickets, by the way, go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. We'll have another chance to win them tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Very excited right now. We are joined by Tamara from Clementine's Ice Cream. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm great, thank you.
With ice cream. You
Always
get applause
with ice
for with ice cream.
Yeah, always.
Now, have
You
you
get
not-
applause regardless.
You know what I do for ice cream? Ice cream for ice cream.
Oh, Lord.
We all scream for ice cream.
Right? See?
Boom.
All right, you just continue on while I make my way into Clementine's birthday cake.
Oh, thank you.
First of all, congratulations on all the success. I know you finally have an Illinois one, thank God.
Yes, we do.
I mean,
we do.
Took you long enough, sister.
We're working on it. We're working on
Edwardsville,
it.
right?
Edwardsville, yep, yep.
And so I talked about this in food court a couple weeks ago about the expansion into, I know, Kansas City for sure, but your plans are great for the next, how many locations you want up and running in the next, couple years?
Yeah, so we'll have Bentonville, Northwest Arkansas, and Kansas City open in
Home of
October.
Walmart.
Amazing.
That's right. Yep. And then we've got 3 more coming in Kansas City within the next year and a half, and then 2 more in Bentonville. And then we have 2 more here in St. Louis, actually, in the next year and a half, too. So,
Are you going to tell us where those are?
yeah, so the old Bayer campus, that new OLEA project that they're doing right there. And we're looking for somewhere in St. Charles. But meanwhile, we're going to be doing a pop-up this summer at the Chicken and Pickle in St. Charles.
Oh, nice.
For 4 months.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
a great idea.
Yeah.
And
But St. Charles needs clementines.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's not one place to get vegan ice cream anywhere in St. Charles County.
Cannot have that.
We cannot have that.
Cannot have that. And I haven't seen you since, I know the Kirkwood one's been there for a while, but I haven't seen you since it opened. We're there all the time. And that little shop was Jeremiah's when I was growing up. So that's where I went as a kid, and I get to go there now with my kids, and it's the best.
Yes, it's really special.
And we haven't been able to talk about this for a while, but it's been in the works, the new album.
Yes, it's so cool.
Tell us everything.
So, it was funny because Jim Harper and I, 10 years ago, when I was just pulling clementines together before I even had clementines named, we had talked about this idea for wouldn't it be cool to do an album with songs about ice cream? And so it's just like bubbled up and come up and down and back and forth for 10 years. And then finally we said, what is the one thing that we could do that would be really cool for our 10-year anniversary? And we were like, kind of at the same time, we both said, album. And so we went to our favorite local musicians and folks and said, hey, would you write a song?
They weren't available. You asked him.
Yes. No, kidding. No, I love that
so
song.
cool. And
So
I think a lot of places would have said, oh, we're making a playlist and it's fun. This is real nice vinyl records. They're going to be available in all the Clementine's stores.
Yep.
It's a compilation of local artists, including myself, with songs about ice cream and desserts, all completely on theme. And not only are the songs great, but the artwork on this thing is beautiful. So it's really, really nice.
Can I? Okay, so you have local artists performing songs about ice cream. Now, are these all original songs?
They're all original.
Got it. Because I know that not only is Tim on there, so give us some of the names of the local musicians and that have put songs on this album.
Petty Grievances is on here.
Jimmy Griffin.
El
Mostero.
I was going to save that for the end.
Sorry.
No, that's okay, because Jimmy's in here a bunch and plays live for us, and he has a song called Meet Me at Clementine's. It's the first track on the whole thing, and it is really, really good. So I was in the studio
really
on something else when he was working on it, and I heard his, and I was like, oh boy.
No pressure.
What am I supposed to do? And then Future Modern is on here. Tense Era is on here. Jeff Faulkner is on here. Super fun. Yeah. Rocket Ship, who's a lot of fun, is on here. And then my song, I chose to go with a song about vegan ice cream.
Which I love.
My song is called This is the Vegan Ice Cream Song. And I think people are really going to like it.
They will.
It's great.
And it's like,
it really is good.
What I thought was also that they did a brilliant job is it's all different kinds of genres of music, right? From punk to ska to
Because
country
all
to
these
jazz,
genres love ice cream.
Yes, well, it's kind of representative of ice cream is for everyone,
Yeah.
right? Just like music is for everyone. There's a lid for every pot, and there's music for every person. Just like there's an ice cream flavor for every person.
And what did you say about the album? When it's spinning, it looks like melted ice cream.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of money on the actual album, so that it's like pink and white, and so as it rotates, on the, I call it a record player.
Turntable.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I'm old. It looks like melted ice cream when it's going around. So it's a really cool. Like if you know someone who's a big music fan and who loves vinyl, like this is the perfect gift.
And where can people get this? Just at all the Clementines locations?
At all of the Clementines parlors, you can get it. You can get it online on our website.
This is very cool. 10 years.
I know. Can you believe it?
Getting bigger and bigger.
It's great.
By the way, the birthday cake ice cream.
Birthday cake.
I'm hammering it.
I put it in the lid because I thought we were gonna we were sharing this 1 pint.
Yeah, no.
Go for it. Nope. I got my own.
And we have special vegan ice cream for Tim.
Yeah,
we do.
What's Tim's
That's what
vegan
the
ice
song
cream?
is
What's
about.
the flavor?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. What flavor do I have?
We bought the lemon poppy seed.
Nice. Oh, yes.
I hope you're not taking a drug test.
So good. Because of the poppies.
The poppies.
It was the ice cream, Your Honor. I swear.
I'm on this compilation. It's a whole thing. It's a vegan thing. You get it.
And funny about that birthday ice cream flavor. So, as all of you know, like I do not do like pedantic ice cream flavors. Clementine's is known for like really special, really decadent. And so when the team came, they said, okay, for our 10-year anniversary, we want to do birthday cake. And I was like, absolutely not. Most of the birthday cake ice cream out there is crap. Like, we're not doing it unless you can blow my socks off. And they took that as a challenge. And they came back, and it is amazing.
Yeah,
it has
so good.
real birthday cake pieces and spirit. Like,
yeah, you don't want to be hacky.
No.
You're like, I don't,
That's not us.
We do
Like,
interesting things
fun.
here. You know, you're no wine o'clock.
No. No.
You know, you're just, you're above all of that.
Yeah.
Well, we got to elevate the ice cream game because if you're going to eat ice cream, don't eat crap.
Bad.
Don't eat junk ice cream, right? If you're going to eat it, like, eat the good stuff.
Yes.
Right? Like, no one wants to drink bad liquor. Like, drink good liquor if you're going to do it.
I totally agree. If I'm having the calories,
Make it worth
better
it.
be damn good. All right, so once again, this album is available in all Clementines. It's your 10-year anniversary. Congratulations. And it's called
Songs About Ice Cream, Tasty Tracks on Wax.
All right, and then later this week, we're going to have Tim perform it live.
That's awesome.
On the show.
Excited.
This is the vegan ice cream song live on the court. That'll be the day. I've never done any of my original stuff, like the comedy stuff, publicly or recorded or anything like that. So it'll be the beginning.
I'm nervous for you.
All for
What a big moment! What a big moment for you.
Yeah, what if you blow it?
It'll be fun.
You're on a show that has national exposure now.
Yeah, that's
true,
right.
yeah.
Your big debut the other night.
That's right.
It's going to be, it'll
Lots
be great.
more years now.
I'm not worried about it. But thank you for letting me be a
Thanks,
part of this.
Tamara.
Oh, thank you for doing it.
big
We're
deal for
just so happy.
All right, good. Make sure you go to Clementines if you've never been. My favorite. It's hard for me to get away. The gooey butter cake is. If you're ever having gooey butter cake ice cream, it's the only place you should get this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tamara.
Thank you so much.
The Courtney Show.
Wheel of Questions!
Bring in the wheel.
Bring in the wheel.
Wheel of Questions is brought to you sponsored by Audi Kirkwood. Audi Kirkwood. Come see the huge selections of all brand new Audis at Audi Kirkwood. AudiKirkwood.com. All right, this is a thumbs up, thumbs down thing, and then you can answer more for these questions, but it's all about travel. And would we all be able to travel? Would the three of us be able to travel together? Would we be compatible in travel?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just the three of us?
No.
Oh.
No, we'd
with
have,
our families and stuff?
Yeah, like we'd
Yeah, we'd be fine. I think we'd do even better just the three of us.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Yeah, because we know. I think if you're in here as long as we are, I mean, obviously there's different things at play, but I'd be totally comfortable.
I'm a pretty low maintenance traveler.
We're not staying in the same room, are we?
No, we're not.
Okay, all right.
I mean, but if it goes that way, it goes that way.
I'm out.
All right, give it a spin. So this is thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm going to just say something about travel, okay?
All right. It's pre-spun.
Oh.
I was spinning it while you were
let me see. What does it say? Let me see what the fake wheel says.
What?
Cold weather vacations. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh.
If you're skiing and
Yeah,
stuff.
I wouldn't be against that. I'm going to thumbs up.
I'm thumbs down.
I like the Alaska thing. Sounds cool. Or like Iceland.
I just can't.
None of the Iceland stuff you thought
the
interesting
Iceland
when
thing
Chris was
is
talking about?
interesting to
it
me,
didn't
but-
seem overly toasty where he was at.
It didn't look pleasant. It looked
It
cold.
didn't look hot.
And
I
a
know
little
that.
wet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's got the sweater dicky.
Sweater dicky thing on.
So you guys are cool with cold weather.
Yeah, and I've had friends that go to Alaska and say it's just a really, really cool. And I know it's not always cold in Alaska, but it's not shorts weather.
I'm just not taking that many vacations. So when I do take vacations, warmth is on my list.
Yeah, all right.
It is. All right,
But
give it
just a good ski trip. You're skiing all day. You're just wiped out.
Skiing, yeah.
And then you're
never even thought about skiing.
Hot chocolate by a fire at the end of the day.
I want to go skiing right now.
Great.
All right. So you two
Let's
can
go. Just the three of us.
I'm
all
out
go.
on this. You two go. I've been skiing and I enjoyed it.
But you don't want to do it again?
I'm good.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of drinking, I think, with skiing.
Cruises. Trust me, my dad and my mom took us on a ski trip when I was in high school, and they did not ski. My dad drank, and it hit him a little harder because of the altitude.
Oh, the altitude, I bet.
Cruises. I'm not opposed to a cruise. I'm a thumbs up on that. It wouldn't be first on my list, but
yes,
I'm not opposed.
I would absolutely, I would do it. It's just, it's not like it's not on my bucket list of like, I got to do a cruise one of these days.
Yeah.
See what this cruise is all
I
about.
planned a cruise a little, not too long ago with my mom and dad. I mean, it was quite a few years ago, but you know what happened there. We didn't get on the cruise with my mom and dad.
Your intentions were good.
Yes, they were.
I've done a couple and liked them. It's not my number one,
But when the kids get a little older, maybe one of those Disney cruises or something.
We're doing this Nateland cruise in February.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Which I'm excited to do. I've not done like a theme thing. There's so many cool, we promote
like the theme
90s
cruise.
ones
Yeah.
and different artists have their own things. I think that's pretty cool. So
yeah, and why not comedy? Comedy is so big. A comedy cruise makes sense.
Yes.
Sure does.
You barely fit all that comedy on that show.
Oh, man, it's going to be crazy.
It is gonna
Boat
be
full
good.
of laughs is what you're going to be dealing with.
Is that what it's called? Boat full of laughs?
No, Nateland at sea.
Okay. Give it another spin. Thumbs up or thumbs down on solo vacation?
Like completely solo?
Completely solo. Could be a week.
I
Could
can't
be a
even
weekend.
wrap my head around that.
I
can't either.
I don't think I would enjoy myself.
No, because I've had to travel for work, and I never enjoyed it. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would be fun.
I am not the eat, pray, love type, or what's the Reese Witherspoon one? Remember, she goes on the hike. It's another book.
You're more of a how Stella got her groove back.
Oh yeah, that is so me.
More your
That is me all the way.
You're eat, drink, sway.
Yeah, I'm definitely swaying. But I like to enjoy that with somebody.
Yeah,
But I think it's cool if you can do that and you love it. That's so cool. I'm impressed.
Like I made myself go to the movies or something instead of just sitting in my hotel room. But it was just sad. I didn't enjoy
You're
it.
like,
This is sad.
All right, give it another spin. Leaving a review after your vacation. Are you leaving a review, good or bad? I got to be better. I am not, and I need to be better about leaving a good review.
I don't think I've ever left a review on anything in my entire life.
No, I would only be bad. Where I feel compelled. You have to tell the world.
But I did leave a review after we went to the Dominican the last time because we had the greatest concierge that was very attentive, and it was a brand new resort. So you wanted to give him credit. So I think that's the only time I'm not a reviewer.
Yeah, me either.
Think of a time that I've left a review.
I'll look at reviews and then go look at their review history and see what kind of person they are. If there's a bad review, I will then go see, they're one of those people. There's nothing that's making them happy.
Oh, sure. Do I believe this or not?
So neither of you are reviewers. Give it another spin. Vacation itineraries. Are you thumbs up or thumbs down on that? I like to go where the beer leads me.
Wow.
I mean, I definitely have a plan, but it's short of an itinerary.
Minute to minute. And
yes. But I'll kind of lay out the week.
But it depends where you're going. If you're going somewhere to Europe, you're going to need
Yes.
to be prepared for things.
I was going to say that. It depends where you're going. If it's one of those on the move type things, you're up for 2 days here, 1 day here, then you got to try to
You
fit
have
stuff
to.
in. If you're like, man, I'm in Florida for a week, I'm just letting
That's
it happen.
not anything.
You know, hey,
I
there's
think
a pool across the street. We'll go when we feel like
You
it.
always
The
have to,
ocean's
I'm always
not
looking
far.
at the weather, trying to figure out like what are the good days to do the stuff, and are there bad days? Because if we know there's going to be a day that's going to rain, that's a museum day. You know, like some sort of indoor. Like, well, let's plan that day as the day we go to that place and do that because that's indoors. Because we don't want to miss that good outdoor time.
Well, if you're going like somewhere that you do need to, you're wanting to see a lot of things, you need to go with a good planner.
Yeah, right.
A good planner in your group will save you.
Yeah.
Like Nick and I on our own, going somewhere like that, we would. What did you go here? Did you go? No, we didn't see any of that.
Found a Hooters.
That's who we. You know, we need
I had
somebody
really good French fries, guys.
that is putting it together.
Yeah. I think I'm pro itinerary then, based on that question, but not for every. Not a full on itinerary.
And if somebody doesn't want, here's my other question, my follow up on that. Are you mad if you put an itinerary together, or would you be mad if somebody doesn't want to do what you want to do? You're with a group of people.
That's every single plan I ever put together.
Yeah,
I have 5 other humans that I'm dragging around.
I'm talking about like friends. This is an adult trip. I'm not talking about kids now. Like, are you the kind of person that everybody has to do everything together, or you're like, do what you want? If you want to do this, do it.
Not necessarily. But it is a bummer when you are the planner for the group, and I'm not always the planner for the group. But if you're the planner for the group, everyone's sort of like, you make the plan, and then somebody's like, I don't want to do that plan. Like, hey, you made that person the planner. You didn't want anything to do with it. Now, if that's the plan, we have to do the plan. You know, don't just poo-poo ideas at the back end. Put in your 2 cents at the front. If you want somebody else to put that all together, or like if you're like, hey, where do we want to go out to dinner? Nobody has any decision. Nobody wants to make a decision. And then the one person that's like, hey, let's try this place. I've heard it's really good. And you're like, okay, we'll go there. And then you go there and complain the whole time. Well, you said nothing. Well, I feel like you're talking to me, exactly me. Is that you?
No, but I'm not going to go on a trip with planning person like that's from beginning to end. I'm just not. If you're not cool with me not going on your planned,
but I think if everybody
excursion,
if like, hey, let's all go out tonight, let's all go do something tonight, but nobody wants to like take charge of the plan, and then you're like, oh, we'll let that person do it, and then I think you
get to sit back and then criticize.
Yeah, it's like, well, then you didn't have anything to do with it. You wanted that person to do it. That was their plan. You just have to go with it.
Happens in rock and roll bands more often than you think.
I bet it does.
All right, give it one more spin. Thumbs up or thumbs down on, are you a befriender of people on a trip? Do you make friends?
It is not a goal of mine.
But there are certain people that really go in hard on making friends.
I mean, man, if you run into somebody from St. Louis, you're bonded. Especially the farther away you are. Like if I'm in Europe and I ran into somebody from here, I'd be like, oh my God, we're going to hang out the whole time.
Yeah, you run into people who like that's their goal. Like I remember when we were in Hawaii brag, and this dude was like, he had to go, he was going to the bathroom or get a bar or something. We were down at the pool, and he's like, hey man, we watch my inner tube? I'll buy you a beer. I'm like, it's all right, man. Just watch your inner tube. And then, like, came back and was ordering beers, just wanted to know everything about us, and it was like, just too much.
Yeah.
He seemed like a perfectly nice guy, but like, what are we gonna do? Be pen pals or something?
Yeah, and then I'm always leery of like, what's going on here?
Yeah, they're after you.
Right.
Yeah.
You would know, Brando.
I don't know anything about
the
lifestyle.
Too.
If Nick is going to Hooters, you know about the lifestyle.
Nick goes to Hooters. That's confirmed. I am not a swinger.
Anymore.
At all.
He is not a befriender on, like, he will walk away from me if I chat with
people
some
up.
strangers.
Yeah.
And it's not even me starting it, but I'm in a good mood.
Sure, you're on
I'm
vacation.
the friendliest I'll ever be
Yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah. And I get the I've talked about it before. Nathan always says, like, you always get people just coming up and talking to you. Like, I don't know what it is.
You got that face.
I'm putting out the wrong vibe.
All right, that is your wheel of questions, and it's brought to you by the all-new Audi Kirkwood. New, huge selection of new Audi models. AudiKirkwood.com.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Airbnb founder and CEO Brian Chesky announced that they are adding new services that'll include things like massages, personal training, plus experiences tailored to, specific locations like a pastry making class in Paris or a gallery tour in New York City. And through Airbnb, you'll be able to rent celebrities as well. I don't know if I believe this.
Exactly how?
They say you could pay basically to hang out with Sabrina Carpenter or Megan Thee Stallion for like a day, or play some football and eat barbecue with Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if this is just a stunt, like if they're just doing it once kind of thing, or if it's something that'll be on the regular with Airbnb, but it almost feels like Cameo merged with Airbnb.
Right.
Like
Totally.
they'll just start adding more celebrities, like B-level, C-level celebrities, and you and Pauly Shore can go fishing or something.
Or like people from the office can come just work at your office for a
Yeah.
day.
Oh, well, that might be kind of fun. So
That'd be cool.
Right? Kevin walks by with a bunch of chili.
So we'll see what happens with this, but it's all Airbnb's like new plan, which kind of connects. They were doing stuff with celebrities where you could rent their house or their vacation house or something. Didn't Gwyneth Paltrow, wasn't she in one? And so there's something going on with them and celebs.
I do remember that.
They're trying to do more things. So we'll see. No more sexy photo shoots for Eva Longoria. She says she is done with them because her 6-year-old son, Santiago, she's worried about basically how he'll react. She said, I think, oh God, he's going to see this one day. I definitely think more about what I want out in the world because my son is going to see it. I think about whether he'd be proud of something or might be embarrassed.
Well, just do it with him. Like
what's her face?
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum and her daughter. Get your pictures in your underwear together. What's wrong with that? Eva says that now that she's 50, she prioritizes things differently. Doesn't feel like she has to say yes to every opportunity. Wicked star Cynthia Erivo will star in a one-woman stage version of Dracula in London.
What?
Yes.
Is that sentence?
She's going to be in a one-woman stage version of Dracula. This is going on in London.
I bet it's awesome.
She is going to play 23 parts.
Oh, I know. This is going to be great.
In vampire stories, as I'm sure you're all aware, there's a lot of biting of people going on. So what's she going to do? Like pretend to bite and then do the thing over here I've been bitten.
She recently played several characters on the first episode of Poker Face on Peacock.
Oh.
And it was not a very good episode.
Oh, no.
It was a pretty terrible season opener, in my opinion.
First episode of the new season.
At what point did we decide that she's the greatest actress of our time right
I think
now?
it's The Color Purple really got her on the map, and then she got another huge role Broadway, but then
she was crushing on Broadway.
Broadway, she was real big.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just telling you, Poker Face, I'm like, oh no, she was not good.
Oh boy.
Well, go check out Dracula.
I think, on paper that could be terrible, and it could be terrible. She's unbelievably talented, so maybe it's amazing. But yes, I admit that conceptually, a one-person,
it's weird,
woman or not,
I'm interested a little bit.
One-person Dracula scenes.
It sounds like the punchline from a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quitting acting. I'm going to go be Dracula. I'm going to play 23 different parts. President Trump was in Saudi Arabia yesterday, and while he was there, he was greeted with a mobile McDonald's truck. So they brought it in just for him. He's a big fan of the Big Mac, and it looks like a little Do
they have McDonald's?
Oh, I'm sure they do. In parts of Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. But yeah, it's not just like a truck with McDonald's stuff thrown in the back. Like it's got a brick facade on
Really?
it. It looks like a little McDonald's. But they're happy he's there. Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere nearly threw hands one time. It was all over Princess Diana. So in his new, this author, Edward White, wrote a book about this whole thing, and he talked to Elton John. This happened at Elton John's house. And he said, according to Elton John, Sylvester Stallone turned up with the intention of picking up Diana. Sylvester Stallone walked in and saw Diana in deep conversation with Richard Gere. And he said, as the night went on, Stallone got angrier and angrier, and eventually he squared up to Richard Gere. They've talked to Stallone. He said this whole thing is not true. It's a complete fabrication. But it's such a bizarre story. It's like, why? Sometimes, like, I don't know who's telling the truth, but, like, who would come up with this as a lie?
Out of Richard Gere and Sylvester Stallone, I cannot see Princess Diana being attracted to Sylvester Stallone. Out of the two.
No, that would be...
The Richard Gere thing, I see way more.
It would make more sense.
But boy, in a fight, I think Stallone is...
Well, Stallone's winning the
clean
fight.
his clock.
Stallone's winning the fight.
I like that he's just there, like, just...
But Gere's winning the heart.
Her heart?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. It seems unlikely that all happened.
2 new kid movies are coming out. Peppa Pig and Coco Melon.
Oh, nice.
Headed to the big screen.
Really? Like in theaters?
That's what they say.
Really interesting.
The wife of Weezer's bassist pleaded no guilty to shooting at cops.
No guilty?
No guilty? Not guilty, rather. Not guilty to shooting at those police officers who were chasing a hit-and-run suspect. Did you just kill a bug?
No, I just gavelled.
What was I gavelled for?
You said not guilty.
No guilty.
Oh! I was like, is that a new kind of ding? Anyway, she said, I didn't do it. Janet Jackson will receive the Icon Award at this year's American Music Awards. So I looked it up. Lionel Richie was the last one to win it in 2022. So I guess they don't give it away every year. There's only been 3 of them given away.
Really?
And now I can't remember who won the first one. But it was like 2018. So they don't do it.
Well, good for Janet.
All the time. So go Janet. Dead and Company are not dead yet. They're going to play 3 shows at San Francisco's Golden Gate Park to celebrate the Grateful Dead's 60th anniversary. They did a farewell tour a few years ago, but they've performed again since then. So it's not the first time they've come back since their farewell tour, but...
Well, and
They've done
they did the Sphere. Yeah, they did the
Yeah.
Sphere as well. Salma Hayek is one of the 4 covers for this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. You can see that picture up on the blog today. She's 58.
Yeah, she looks good. She looks really good.
Yeah. Other 3 on the covers, the different covers, are LSU alum Libby Dunn, Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs, and model Lauren Chan. And a bunch of other people are obviously in the magazines as well. Is that the only...
Is it a magazine?
I was going to ask, is that the only thing
Or is
they
it a
print?
digital?
I think it's the only... I think they still print that one, and I think it's the only thing they print.
They
all
print.
year. Yeah.
On the blog today, there's a list of movies that contain the most mind-blowing film twists of all time. And thankfully, the biggest one of all time, Sleepaway Camp, made the list. Which no one has seen it.
I
but
have never seen Sleepaway Camp.
if you have seen it, you will never forget it.
Yeah, but I looked through the list. I didn't read the spoilers, but now I want to see Sleepaway Camp. How did I not see it? It was 1983.
I know.
That's
We've
when I was
talked about-
going to every movie.
We've talked about this before. I don't understand how that one got past you.
I don't
'cause
either.
You've seen all these other horror
Everything.
movies from that time that I have not seen, but somehow I saw that one.
Are they all Shyamalan movies?
I don't
know.
No,
There's
not
only
many
2.
at all.
Only
Really?
2.
Yeah, Chinatown,
Sense.
Dark City, which is a good one. I just kind of skimmed the ones I recognize. The
Dark
Departed, Empire Strikes Back, right? Big twist.
Identity is in there with
Memento,
John Cusack.
Gone Girl, Get Out, Fight Club, $1 Million Baby, The Mist, The Others.
Hey, what happens in Gone Girl?
I think that
She's not gone.
I don't think it's.
Oh, not Gone Girl. Wait. Oh, I was picturing a different movie.
Planet
Oh, you're thinking of Baby Gone, Baby Gone,
Baby Girl?
The boxing one?
$1 Million Baby.
Really? I'm so confused.
That's $1 Million Baby.
Okay.
Body Girl? I don't think there was a twist in that. Planet of the Apes, Primal Fear, Psycho, Saw, 7. They're alphabetical, by the way, you can tell. Shutter Island, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Usual Suspects. Man, I love that movie. They're all in. There's more up on the blog.
I know there's a couple on that list I've never seen that I want to see because I love a good twist at the end.
Yeah. Good twists.
What's that one? April Fool's Day. That's got a good twist. That's that 80s horror.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of horror movies, but some. They're just some scary, kind of gory stuff. Also on the blog, you can check out the trailer for Nobody 2, starring Bob Odenkirk and Sharon Stone.
I've never seen the first one
I didn't
either.
watch it either. I'd like to. I love him, and I know
looks
it's
fun.
kind of John
Looks
Wicky.
like there's a lot of funny in it.
He's great.
We've been marveling at these pictures as they've popped up on the screen today. Pictures of Nicolas Cage and Christian Bale as John Madden and Raiders owner Al Davis. They're in an upcoming biopic called Madden. And I can't believe how much Nicolas Cage pulls off that young John Madden look.
Yeah.
This is a very young Madden. And Christian Bale, he's got the glasses and the weird jacket and everything that Al Davis would always wear. But I don't know if it's going to be any good. But
Cage is such an interesting, his career's so wild. Like, this is such a real. I could just see a lot of other guys do. I think it's interesting that they got Cage. I hope he's great.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to do the voice. I mean, he's going to commit to something. That's for sure. TV tonight, you've got Celebrity Wheel of Fortune with a bunch of Office folks at 7 o'clock on ABC. Rainn Wilson, our Ellie Kemper is there, and Oscar Nunez. Nice. So if you're a big fan of The Office, all three of those guys are going to be on there tonight. And then a new 3-part documentary on Netflix called American Manhunt, Osama bin Laden. It's a 3-part documentary about the hunt for Osama bin Laden. But I put the trailer for that up on the blog today. If you want to check it out, I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider. We have some tickets for you.
Your Battlehawks are taking on the Birmingham Stallions this Saturday at the Dome. Tickets and details, 1065thearch.com. Or if you're caller number 10, we have a pair for you on us. 314-954-1065 or in Illinois, 618-398-1065. Call now looking for caller number 10 and you're going to see the Battlehawks. Gotta say caw.
The Courtney Show.
Congratulations to Bailey Martin from Collinsville. She was caller number 10. She's going to see the Battlehawks versus the Birmingham Stallions. That is Saturday at the Dome. There are still tickets available. 1065thearch.com, and we'll have more of those to give out tomorrow.
People is dumb, doody-doody. People is dumb, and I say it ain't right.
I got some dummies, and I'm going to give you 3 stories about dummies in the news. You're going to pick the big dummy of the day for People is Dumb. First dummy, there were 2 people in Connecticut that were busted recently for prostitution.
Oh.
I know, you're like, where's the dumb part? I mean, They made it really easy, though, on the cops because they were caught getting it on in a sports car that was blocking the driveway to the police station.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
And to put dumb on top of dumb.
Sounds like it was dumb on top of dumb.
It was not the middle of the night. It was 12:30 in the afternoon.
Uh-oh. Afternoon delight.
So a cop tried to pull into the parking lot, couldn't. So they approached the parked car, saw this happening, told the people to get themselves under control, step outside. It was a younger, like 34-year-old guy, 48-year-old woman, and they were arrested for DUI, they had been drinking.
Of course.
Drug charges, improper parking. But I don't know, it doesn't say prostitution, but the beginning of the story says prostitution, so I don't really...
Who was the prostitute in this mix?
I have no idea. No idea. But come on, people.
That's pretty dumb.
All right, dummy number 2. There's a Turkish town called... It's got to be called Lice. Don't you think? It's Lice.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't call it lice.
Would they? I don't know.
I mean, it's in Turkey, so who knows what
it's Turkey
lice means. Turkey.
Anyway, there's about 25,000 people in this town. Well, the authorities recently, back on April 18th, they had decided to get rid of all this cannabis that they had seized, 20 tons of it. And so they thought, let's burn it. Well, they burned it too close to town, and all kinds of people got high. The air was thick with weed smoke for 5 days.
No way.
Forcing all the residents to keep their windows closed and avoid going outside. They didn't burn it in an incinerator either. They arranged the bags in the shape of the letter spelling out the name, LICE, and that's why the smoke got out of control. So nobody knows whose idea that was because they probably wanted to do a video.
Yeah,
let's do a video.
Sure. Yeah. This will show the criminals.
The marijuana had all been confiscated over 2 years.
Oh my God.
And it was valued at more than $261 million.
What?
Wow. Plus, I mean, that was the best party that they've ever had in Lease.
Well, it was April 18th, just 2 days before 420.
Crime was way down.
Cheeto sales were way up.
Yeah, kind of things were going well.
All right, and then one more story. All right, let's do this one. It's a domestic dispute, but it's what they used in the fight that made me laugh a little bit. It's just, the whole thing is kind of funny. And you know there was drinking involved because it happened at 3 a.m. Port St. Lucie, a couple weeks ago, a 39-year-old woman named Allison Swan is now facing battery charges because the wife of Allison, who's 40, told police that Allison told her it was too late to eat because the wife was in the living room making nachos. Allison was in the living room and the wife was in the kitchen making nachos. So Allison said, "Hey, it's too late to make nachos," and then made a comment about her weight.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So they started arguing. Allison grabbed a handful of cheesy nachos and shoved them down the back of the wife's pants.
Oh, she got nacho pants.
She did. As the nacho pants was changing into new pants, Allison attacked her, and she also said that Allison held her down and used her fingers to fish hook her by the cheeks, all while telling her that she was the one in charge. Not a nice lady.
No.
Wow. Well, the friend ended up calling it. The wife called a friend. Then they called the police. Allison got arrested, and she's not allowed to have any contact with the nacho
That's
maker.
the end of that. I
Yes.
guess they're getting a divorce.
But they lived together, so the police said that she could still go get all her stuff. We don't know what's happening at all, but nachos were the culprit in that fight, and I believe some drinking of some sort.
I would assume.
Yes.
It's going to be tough when they split things up and they, start to argue over clothes. She's like, "Those are nacho pants." She's like, "Don't start with the nacho pants."
All right, so are we all going with the couple getting it on in the driveway of the police station?
I like that one. I like the weed too.
The weed's good too, though.
I like the weed because it's like government officials and there was a plan.
Yes.
There's a lot of people signed off on this and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And everybody got stoned for days, it sounds like.
I also like the idea of somebody just visiting that town then be like,
during that time?
Everybody is so chill
Here. Laughing?
These people
like
are
a
so
lot of
kind.
laughing.
All right, where are we going?
I'm going with Lease.
Lease?
No, I'm going with the people in the car.
I'm going with the people in the car. 12:30 in the afternoon in the driveway of the police station.
Come on.
But the lease is a close second. That's Your People is Dumb for the Day. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Courtney Show.
It is the Courtney Show. We're a few minutes away from Who's on the Hotline. But first, we have an announcement to make. We teased it early this morning, and it's not a fun announcement, actually.
It's not a fun announcement. I'll do this one.
Okay. I'm sitting back.
This is tough for me, but I am going to be leaving the show as a co-host. If you guys listen a lot, I've taken quite a bit on, and don't do the music.
What?
Don't do the music. Is this Star Wars? I've taken a lot on in addition to having the two small children, and I am just spread pretty thin, and I have opportunities in some of the other things that I do that I'm excited to spend more time on, and really, really tough decision for me. This has been great. This whole radio career that has been less than 10 years has been amazing, and especially I'm so grateful for the last 3 years. I'm right at about 3 years that I've been here on the show, and yeah, so grateful for it to you guys, to John, Tommy, Marty, for giving me these 3 years. And yeah, anyway, I don't know. So it's just it's I know people are gonna have a lot of questions, and I'll put this out there because I'm sure it's what people are thinking about. Courtney and Brando have decided to continue on the show without me. They are going to keep going. I don't think it was an easy decision.
Listen,
real touch and go.
If you're shocked and you're a listener, trust me, I was as shocked but I was shocked, and then once I thought about it a little more, I understood because of having 2 small ones at home. There's just not enough time to do all the things that you really, truly. Not that you didn't love radio, you did, but you want to try to do more comedy. And you need time for that, and there's not enough time.
Yeah, I think right. I think there's a lot of opportunity there for me, and a window that I don't feel is going to be open forever. And that's the thing that I love to do. It's a thing that saved my life in a lot of ways. 11 years ago, it's comedy is what got me into radio, and there's opportunities, some things I want to really try, and just with all the things that I'm currently doing, I can't do it all. I can't accomplish some of those goals or even give it a shot. I think I don't want to regret not being able to put that time in and take some of those chances.
While you're still middle-aged.
Exactly.
Strike while the iron is warm.
Exactly. So I want to...
You're Hoda-copying us. That's what he's doing, folks.
Yeah, we just got Hoda'd.
We've known about it for like maybe a little over a month.
Yeah.
And we're bummed. I mean, Brando and we started the show not even with Tim, with his brother Chris.
We keep driving people away.
I know. Bigger and better things have just opened it up for them and not us.
No, they slammed the door behind them.
Yeah, they're like, this is all you two can do.
You stay here.
This is all you two can do. I know.
No,
a lot of people are like, we're comedy-less. Yes, we will be comedy-less.
Yes, and I'm bummed too. It was not, it's something I've wrestled with for a real long time, and I love it. I love it here. I obviously love you guys. Like all that. Nothing but positive. Like I said, it's difficult, really difficult. But I just think, there's things that if I don't try and put a little time into, that I'm gonna regret it, And I think you guys know from listening, I'm not doing a great job of juggling all of it, And I keep saying it, and I said it to Courtney the first day we sat down. Like I'm tired of doing a bunch of things poorly. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to give more in here. I want to be able to give more at home. I want to be able to give more to the comedy and the music stuff that I do. And so it's just been a lot of tough decisions and conversations. And Emma, my wife, has been great. This anyway. So it's heartbreaking. I'm excited about some of the things.
Mostly the sleep
that come next. I'm looking forward to the sleep. I'm looking forward to seeing my boys in the morning, and being a part of all that. But it'll be tough, and I'm still here. I'm still here for a little bit, for sure, and we'll get into what the future holds.
And listen, we're gonna have you back. I mean, you'll fill in for people here and there, hopefully, and
we'll have you back all the time, just like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, we never promised that. That was never promised.
That was really good. I know that is. Even once that time comes that I'm splitting, I will still show up. Hopefully a bunch. I want to be a part of this, and I'm tight with you guys no matter what happens. I think, lifelong, whether I set foot in the studio or not, which I'm so grateful for. But I want to continue to be a part of the Courtney Show. But I'm not going to be here for 4 hours a day, five days a week anymore.
Yeah. And the date, we'll let you know about the date. But you have a few more weeks with us,
A few more weeks, for sure. Yep.
And we'll have to... Has anybody called anybody about the new rap yet?
Oh, getting my picture off of the studio
I mean, we'll
wall.
keep a couple of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
please, that are like legendary.
that one's
We got a
gotta go.
side eye. We got the sweater dicky of Chris.
Yes.
That one's out of here.
There's some that we will keep, but
Maybe there's
I think
just
I'm getting rid of all of them.
a small,
definitely,
a small Convy wall.
definitely the Convy family portrait.
Yeah, that's out of here. See you later, TC1.
Yeah,
We got to see if Kaki's available.
Yeah, somebody said call Curran or Kaki.
Yeah, Kaki will do a stint for sure.
Yeah, we're all bummed about it. We've known for a little longer than you. It took me a couple weeks to kind of wrap my brain around it. And I went through all the emotions. I was kind of mad at him for a little while. And
I remember that.
remember?
This morning.
But no, you guys, I will say, even since reaching this decision, you two have been great. Everyone here has been just really positive about it. It makes me feel lucky, and again, in some ways makes it all harder to go. But yeah, you guys have been great. Everyone here at Hubbard, I'm grateful for, and the listeners, which we'll have time to get into that over the next few weeks, and I can just
keep
let
smiling,
people know how I feel.
Keep shining, knowing you will always count on me.
You're gonna miss that.
Lamb, I'll tell you. So that's the
announcement. I know there was Kaki just texted me. I'm available. Right, Kaki. I'm going to take you up on that if you ever return any of my texts that I ever send you.
Yeah, that's true. Blaming her phone.
Yeah, there was a phone thing. It doesn't accept Android texts.
That seemed very judgy. I think it's a setting she flipped over. Like, I don't want to talk to Androiders.
Yeah, so we didn't usually we have an announcement. It's way more fun, but you're healthy, happy, everything's good. There's been worse announcements that we've had to do that have crushed us, but
For sure.
This is a so long. Farewell.
Yeah.
It's going to be good night. Adja.
More singing than I expected.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but like you said, it's a
all
positive
happy,
life.
good.
The show is great. I'm great. Everything's great.
4 seasons will still be in your future.
We'll see. I mean,
I might end up working at 4
that
seasons.
stuff is it's a whole other topic. But
All right.
things are good.
Well,
and thank you.
Again, this isn't the end of Tim by any stretch. He will be with us for the next few weeks, and of course, be back on the show as a like a Greg Warren special guest. He'll be a part of the family always.
Yeah. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I love you guys, and
we love you. Coming up next, we're going to have Who's on the Hotline. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Courtney Show.
All right, it's time to find out who's on the hotline.
Oh, is that me?
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's me, Afton.
Oh my God,
Afton.
Hi, guys.
Afton.
Hey.
Well, I mean, we just saw you 2
Yeah,
hours.
it was not that long ago.
No, we see you every day. What do you
Every
want?
single day we see you,
Who
Afton.
set this up?
on the go.
I know, this is not
Was
really
this-
that big of a surprise,
Was
right?
this Marty? The Marty Link set this up, our boss?
Yeah, I think he was out of options for the hotline, so he was like, can you just do it? And I was like, sure.
But you have to leave first.
Well, Afton, what's on your mind? You always have so much to talk about when you come in
Oh
for
my gosh.
Throwback Live.
So much. Do you guys want to talk about track? Do you want to talk about Smoothie King? Do you want to talk about puzzles?
Pools.
I'm on a doozy.
A doozy
A tough puzzle?
Do what?
Is it a tough puzzle? What is it?
So tough. It's birds. It's terrible.
How many pieces are we talking?
I mean, it's always 1,000.
That's it. You got to have a
Yeah.
limit.
But it feels like 1,000,000, you know?
You're having a million puzzle kind of a day.
Okay, so Marty set this up because you have an announcement to make, Afton.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I got something. Do you guys want me to,
Yeah.
come in there?
Yeah, why don't you just come in across the hall?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just in the
Hold on one
hallway.
second.
Yes.
Should I hang up the phone?
Yeah, hang up the phone.
Probably gonna sound weird.
Hang on, I'll see you in 1 second.
Okay.
This
Do
is
what?
ridiculous.
You just said do what?
Oh, hey, you're in the studio
Hey,
now.
there you are.
Hi,
now.
Afton.
Great to see you.
Hi.
What
let
a
me put my
surprise
headphones on
that we
again.
didn't know was going to happen.
Yeah.
No, I can't believe it was you.
So shocking.
I was not prepared. Well, we're not prepared for Who's on the Hotline if we don't book it ourselves.
Right, that's true. This was a Marty thing.
Okay, so
you guys
what-
were so surprised.
So what's your announcement?
Well, my big news is that I'm going to be joining the Courtney Show. Yay! Like it or not, here I am.
Ready Ready or not, she's coming for you, St. Louis.
Are you playing sad music?
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mysterious.
It's the wrong music.
I'll take it.
And the other piece of good news besides Afton joining the show is...
Oh, yeah. I know I just announced that I'm leaving, but I've accepted a new position already. I will be the new host of Throwback Live. On the Courtney Show.
The old switcheroo. Switcheroo.
We love a switcheroo.
So, yes. So, Afton is going to be joining our show. And we're very, very excited about it. People love you.
Oh,
I
that's
never
nice.
see any piece of criticism about you.
Today might be the day.
No.
Because they're so sad about Tim. So this is the chance to be like, this is not acceptable. Not an acceptable replacement.
This is, I think there's somebody leaving, they get anxious about who's going to come in. And I think there's going to be nothing but comfort and joy that is going to be you, which is, it makes me feel better too. I would hate it if it was like, there's this guy in Cincinnati.
You know how bad we would have hated it?
Yeah.
If we had to go on a search for the next show member, you know what? Odds are, if we didn't have Afton lined up, we probably wouldn't even get an audition.
No, you're probably right.
We would kill each other, Brandon.
It's true. It would just be the two of us and like a cat.
I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm so happy you're joining the show.
Me too.
I've worked with you for how many years have we been in the same universe of work?
So I was at the old place for 6 years. And yeah, so we worked together there.
You were so much younger when I met you.
I was.
And so was I.
We all were. It's crazy.
But you were still way younger.
Yeah, I had little kids at the time. And Jude and Beck are 16 and 14, and they were 2 and 4 when we started working together.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot has changed, but I loved working with you. And when I left the old place, Marty told me famously that, I can't really explain it well on the radio, but that we were like two lines that were going to continue to get further and further apart, and we'd never see each other again.
Yeah, he did. He drew a graph for you.
And anytime I'd see him in the hallway, he'd be like, it's just a matter of time. And he'd do his two fingers going opposite directions. Like, we'll never see each other again. So I'm just happy to be proving Marty wrong.
Oh, man, you're getting him.
It feels good.
You're really getting him.
Like, you were so wrong. We're together more now.
Someone being vindictive is the reason Chris was on the show in the first place.
That's how it all started.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, we knew we only had Chris for a moment of time.
Yeah.
But Tim was more of a shocker.
That's true.
Thought you had no future.
He had no other option.
No future.
He was at rock bottom when he joined us.
It's a fair statement.
Yeah, professionally, yes, it's accurate.
Personally, best you've ever had it.
Oh, yeah. Things are great. Personal life, really taking off for that.
Everything else, not so much.
Now, have you warned your family about this new position? Because when you're on the radio, they're all on the radio.
Yeah, the first thing my sister said was like, how you're going to just keep throwing me under the bus, huh? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like with the thumbs? And
because her sister has she has two of
the same thumbs as Courtney.
Oh, birth defect thumb.
But hers wasn't a birth defect. They were actually run over by a bus. So
that's what she meant.
What she meant.
And I said, I asked about the thumbs, and she said, no, you told everyone that I grew up with a messy room, and that I was the messy one. I'm like,
no, that's nothing. That is
tame. Buckle up, sister.
That is tame.
Yeah.
I just drugged my sister through the mud this morning for being a witch.
You did.
Yeah, everything is, it's game on. So
we're so happy you're joining the show.
I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
So in a few weeks, you'll come in, and you and Tim will
overlap,
and then we kick him out the door.
Yeah,
we get the station, the studio rewrapped with Afton.
That's right.
Afton's a
Get
star.
ready.
Afton,
do we have to clap for her every day, or is that we leave
I think
that?
it's still once a week.
I think we
that's in my contract.
we leave that
until I'm happy to clap for you.
It's in my contract.
It gives me energy as well because I feed off of the energy it gives you, and it brings me some happiness.
Good.
Well, we're happy that you were the Who's on the Hotline that we had no idea about.
Such a surprise.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I would have thought we would have had some say in who we hired, but apparently we didn't.
Sure don't.
So Afton will be starting in a few short weeks. I think the very end of May or beginning of June.
Beginning of June, yeah.
Beginning of June.
Yep.
You'll hear Afton every single day, Monday through Friday. Are you okay with about the hours?
Yeah, I already couldn't sleep today just in preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're sad that we, of course, are sad Tim is leaving, but you'll still be with us every single day.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Great show. I'm still around. Get a little bit more sleep. Afton's crushing it. It's going to be great.
Win, win, win.
All right, those are all the announcements we have. We're going to leave now.
We're done for the day.
Feels like we should be able to go home
a
now.
lot for one
No
day.
kidding.
It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
First 5 notes on 106.5 The Arch.
First 5 notes is furnished by Carroll House Furniture. Get honest value, quality furniture. Shop Carroll House because you like nice things. On the line as our contestant is Becky from Waterloo. Hey, Becky, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Becky, do you and Brando know each other? You do.
We do.
Yeah. All right.
We have a history.
Is Becky the one that lives at the lake?
No. She does not live in the neighborhood. She lives in a much snazzier neighborhood.
Oh, even nicer than the lake people?
Yeah.
All right, Becky.
She's a pool person.
You don't even need these free tickets, Becky. What are you calling? Why are you slumming with us?
I love a good concert.
Yeah. We have Rob Thomas tickets. He's going to be in town on August 26th. Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, and you are our contestant. Who do you want to play against? New show member Afton has joined us for the remainder of the show since she was just here anyway.
Just happened to be here.
Yes. So you can play against the 4 of us. We've got Tim, and you might as well play against Tim while you have him.
True.
Me,
Yeah, let's do
Afton.
Tim.
All right. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Are you?
Kick me when I'm down.
You know, you know
Don't
how
let me down.
you know how the game works, Becky. So we're just gonna get right to it. 2 out of 3 wins you these tickets. Here's song number 1.
Oh my God, I didn't. No, I have nothing.
Let's do it again.
Do that again. I have nothing.
You know, Afton's deal when she signed her contract was that there has to be some losers on first 5 notes if she was going to join the
sorry.
show.
Oh,
Starting right now.
She's so
Today,
tough.
the day?
She is so tough. No.
Man, this is tough on him.
Okay, well,
too.
Hitman.
I mean, I just hear like a loud noise. I don't even hear anything.
They're from Las Vegas.
They're not murderers.
Yeah. So what would you call someone who likes to murder?
The Killers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Becky can take a clue. She knows how to do this.
I'm sure it's the translation from phone to
Oh,
you
sure.
was maybe a little more
Yeah,
difficult.
it was just like a lot of static. I couldn't hear it.
Okay, well, hopefully you can hear this next one. Here's song number 2.
Okay. Oh, it's something from the 80s. Hold on. Build this dream together. Isn't it that one?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Nothing's going to stop us now.
That's it.
Starship.
Nothing's going to stop us.
I would have
Becky.
accepted any variation of Starship.
All right, that is 2. That's a win for you, Becky, but let's see if you can get the last one. Here's song number 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is
Becky.
very famous,
Yeah,
Becky.
thought you would have
You
this.
know this, Becky.
Strike a pose,
Sounds like-
Becky.
Very. Oh, is it Madonna?
It is.
There it is. Yeah, Vogue.
Becky may have money, but she doesn't know music like Brando.
Apparently not.
Becky, you have a pair of tickets. Rob Thomas this summer, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Awesome.
Congratulations
Love
to you.
him.
August
Thank you.
26th, you will be there, and we will have another pair to give away tomorrow morning on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Usually I read all the texts that have come in throughout the show, but we've had a pretty big past hour
Oh, I bet.
of things that were big announcements. People are real bummed, and then 10 minutes later, happy, but still bummed. There's a underlying bum about Tim announcing his departure from radio.
Yeah.
So he'll be leaving in a few weeks, and a lot of people are like, why? They want to know a reason. Give them a good reason, Tim.
I've taken on, I kind of said it, but, and I'm sure we'll post stuff, but yeah, I've just taken on too much, and of the things that I've taken on, comedy.
You like
specifically,
radio the least.
There's no.
That's what it is.
That's what it sounded like to me.
I love radio.
Yeah.
I just think I owe it to myself to put more of the time into some of the other stuff, comedy specific.
Yeah, in particular with the comedy. And I've always said, and I have actually always said,
we did talk about, you said somebody
Right?
you knew used to say that all the time.
But I actually have said this multiple times,
Okay.
probably to annoy people. But I don't think comedy and morning radio coexist very well.
Yeah.
They're just on the opposite ends of the day.
They were pretty great when I was just a single dude, and that's all I had in my life. It actually worked great. But, as other better, more wonderful things have come into my life, like a wife and 2 children, they don't, it's a hard combination.
And then after we announced that, look who was on the hotline.
behold.
As luck would have it.
The replacement, Miss Afton Spriggs. Mrs. Afton Spriggs.
She works on applause.
Mrs.
Yes.
Afton Wiggs Spriggs.
That's right. Don't forget it.
She will be joining the show when Tim leaves. We'll overlap a little bit, but then Tim will be hosting Throwback Live.
Yep.
So we're still going to see him every day.
And he gets to keep score.
Yeah, good luck.
I've been training. Afton and I have been training each other.
She's going to be your harshest critic.
I wouldn't have done it that way.
She's not really wrapped her head around numbers yet, but I think we'll get there.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about her taking over numbers.
Not so great at the numbers.
Afton looks at the letters, maybe?
and by the way, we're going to change Weekend Was Up probably to What's Poppin' with Afton.
Absolutely.
So you better get that calendar of events going. You need to reach out. And Afton, we should probably give a little background about your life.
Oh, sure.
For people that don't know, because you are in here only to host Throwback Live. You do guest host.
Yeah.
But give us a little synopsis of who Afton is.
Oh, gosh.
Besides puzzling and all that.
And track coaching.
You grew up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Belle Vegas girlie, so I've been.
We got a total Illinois show.
I know.
I was thinking that.
I think we're going to get some high
We're gonna get in
rejection
trouble.
factor from the Missouri side.
Oh, you better own the Illinois side. Like more events over
we
there.
do. We own the Illinois side.
All right, I'll
for
move
sure.
to the Missouri side.
So you're born and raised in Belleville.
In Belleville on the east side. Now I live on the west side. Big change.
Yeah, it
Huge.
really is. I don't know anything about the
It
East
is.
Enders.
Yeah. It's a different life over there.
Been married to your husband, Ryan, for
18 years. And we have 4 kids. So we have 2 teenage boys. And then we, in the last 3 years, we adopted twins through the foster care system.
And twins.
They're
No, you cannot
7.
do that with her children.
What? I could just say it.
No, you can't.
It has nothing to do with them. It's like anytime someone says DC.
I know, but
it doesn't. I don't know what it's in context with.
There's no innuendo in the DC bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, if Chris was here, he would have done it.
Yeah, for sure.
I
You
step
did it
in
for
every now
Chris.
and again just for Chris.
Yeah.
It needs to be done.
So 4 children.
Yeah, 4 kids, 3 boys and a girl, and our dog Pickles.
Yeah.
And that consumes most of my time, but yeah, and I recently retired from coaching, so I can just really focus on the radio stuff.
You're done with
I'm
coaching?
I'm done. Yeah, so.
But you are
So
going to
sorry.
part-time your other job.
Yeah, so I work part-time for a nonprofit called Safe Families for Children. So we work on the prevention side of foster care, try to help stabilize biological families so that kids can stay with their parents and keep kids out of the system. So I love doing that. It's really important to me, and so I'm going to continue doing that part-time.
And then just to our full-blown switch off, I will be coaching cross-country at
that's
the high school level.
They are so relieved to have a replacement.
We had to make this thing work,
They're
right? So it's like,
Yeah.
you do this, I'll take Throwback Live, I'll take the coaching.
They are
only way.
they are a little worried about having a short-legged coach, though.
Yeah. Oh, he's working. No,
For
he's
running.
specializing with short-legged kids.
The shorter the legs, the bigger the
You
arms.
just
That's
tell
the key.
them. You tell them long legs.
Yeah, long legs!
And they know what
Coach,
that
I
means.
don't have them.
I got no long legs, coach. I got no long legs.
All you hear is like a xylophone as they're running.
If I can run with these, then what's stopping you?
I feel like Fred Flintstone.
Get out there.
Okay, and then let's talk about your college and your work history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go
Really?
through it.
Is
Where do
this
you
an
see
interview?
yourself in 5 years?
Yeah. Well, I went to Belleville East, graduated, go Lancers. And then I went to McKendree. At the time, it was McKendree College. Now it's McKendree University.
Oh.
Bearcats.
Bearcats all the way. And then, I interned at Channel 2. I worked at Channel 4.
In the morning.
Yep, I ran the teleprompter there, starting out, and then was on their morning show eventually. And Then I had a really weird job working at a weird magazine for like a year. I try to not think about
We'll
it.
get more into that the more time we spend.
Yeah.
with you.
She wrote a puzzle column. And it just didn't take off like they thought it
Which
would.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in radio with you, Courtney and Marty, and eventually Tim, and was there for, I said 6 years. It was actually 5 years. And then started working in digital marketing agencies. And so, yeah, I've done a lot of things at a lot of places, but
Some might say you're not dependable.
some might say that. They might
real
be
job
right.
hopper.
Yeah.
It makes you perfect for this job.
Yeah.
You came in
You'll
here.
fill the chair perfectly.
You came in here for 5 years for nothing.
Yeah, after 5 years, they gave me a key card.
Yes, and that was before we even knew Tim was
I
leaving.
know.
So it was already, it was in the universe.
It was easy for them to make that switch. Well, she's already got access to the building,
Yeah.
so
Got an email
might as
now.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're thrilled that you're going to be joining
Me
us.
too.
I mean, it's going to be great. I mean, I know you so well.
Yeah.
You're like a little sister to me.
Oh, thanks.
And Brando's outnumbered now. The chicks versus the
That's
dude.
right.
Yeah, I'm kind of weirded out by that. I'm
We're
going to have to really mail it up a little bit over here.
Oh, Lord.
Have to
More
get a little
bro-y.
Yeah.
Or girl it up a little
Be
bit.
like, I don't know about this chick stuff. I'm going to go
sounds
do
great.
some
Hey,
CrossFit.
listen, all I have to do is get Alex on the phone one day. She'll put you in your place.
I don't know about that. Take her phone
She's
away.
your harshest critic.
She's not listening. She's busy working now.
I know, but I'll call her.
I'm
I'll
safe.
give her a call. Yeah, so Afton's joining the show. We're thrilled about that. So many texts. Do you want to, is it weird to read text about yourself?
A little bit.
Just give us a rundown of what the sentiment is.
Where's Tim going? Is the sentiment.
Everybody went through the same emotions though on the text line.
There was a lot of texts that were no, and then 5 minutes later, yay, because people were disappointed I was leaving, but then thrilled to hear that Afton was joining. A lot of comments about the All Illinois show, how Brando needs to update the theme song. Yeah, but people excited. I lost some of the funny ones. Oh wait, here. This
I
is
think the
funny
theme song's funnier now. Your name's in there.
Now that Afton's on the show, this is Lego Justin. Now that Afton's joined the show, Chris will never come back for a visit.
That's so true. It really
Now he
solidified
will,
it.
just to take you down a peg.
That's right. Just to spite me.
Leslie from Florissant said, Afton, you are the only acceptable replacement.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, people are real. Not a bad thing. Afton goes, don't tell me if there's anything bad on the text line because
I'm too fragile.
Too fragile.
Uh-oh.
I said, listen, we're all fragile.
Yeah, it hurts
You would
us.
think we would get used to it. You're not. You remember that one bad one, and we have it pretty easy compared to other.
I got beat up when I joined, man.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Because people were weird. People didn't know full stuff, and they thought I was going to take over, and that hasn't happened.
Not as much as he tried.
I think they were weird about Courtney getting pizza partied and
I
not
think
knowing
they
the full
didn't know
story.
the-
and so I got a lot of hate when I first joined.
But people all love you now.
Yeah.
I really turned things around.
Yeah,
just a
you
few
did.
weeks in, though.
I knew you could.
Thank
Bring
you
it
guys.
early. That's my advice. And then you can coast for 2 years.
Perfect.
It's not going to work, Afton. I expect big things out of you,
Yeah,
Afton.
come on.
Big
Bring
things
your
and big arms.
A
You
game,
and-
big arms.
You and Brando are my legacy.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
I wasn't aware of this.
Yes, that's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm coasting.
All right.
I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's kind of a boat anchor, really, if you think about it.
Thank you guys so much for all your texts. I know that Afton and Tim both appreciate it, but listen, it's not easy for us either. Do you think we want to change the show? Like it's difficult, and but we're changing it with somebody we already know so well, and hopefully some new things will come out of it as well. So thank you guys.
Yeah, my wife also texted in that I didn't thank you guys. I thanked John.
I know that I didn't.
Tom,
I
and
cleared
Ron.
my throat when
Yeah,
you were
I missed-
thanking everyone.
I missed that.
I didn't even notice it.
I have
He
weeks.
said he loves us. I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
I have weeks. I have weeks to come to thank you guys.
like
and
you.
That's
the
right.
listeners.
They're expecting a lot of thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Cheney window and door text line, it's here for you. We'll be reading all your texts. We appreciate them. 314-669-4665.
The Courtney Show.
Lots and lots of comments that I will go through, and I know Tim is going to write everyone back personally.
I'm writing a lot
On the
of people
text line,
back.
but no.
I'm so grateful.
We'll read some of those texts tomorrow morning. We're just there was a lot to digest in the last hour and 10 minutes of the show. But it's all good news. It's good for Tim. It's good for Afton. It's good for us. It's good for you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's good for America, really.
It's good for... Soon we will go national with this thing. And then guess who will be trying to come back to the show?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Chris.
Chris. On the blog today, there's a lot of stuff to waste some time. I did find the video of the Grant's Farm. I can play the audio tomorrow. The guy that the Gen Z workers wrote the script for him at Grant's Farm, and he's showing you all the things at Grant's Farm and Gen Z speak. It's very cute. That's up on the blog today. There's also, you can see that picture of Nicolas Cage and Christian Bale as John Madden and Al Davis. That's a new movie about John Madden. Are you a John Madden guy?
No, I was not a big Madden fan.
You didn't like him?
I mean, he was fine, but
by the time
he was pretty old by the time I was.
She's making
real
making
ages.
enemies already.
Yeah. He did a lot of markering, but he did
markering. She didn't care for him because he used the illustrator.
Too much markering for me. But he's a legend, so of course he's great.
Are you what's your NBA team?
The Miami Heat.
Why are you laughing?
Because you guys made fun of me for it.
Didn't you have a team meeting? Or, I mean, a family meeting?
We had a family meeting about picking a new football team. Because we're primarily a football family.
Yeah.
And so, we had to pick
How
a new
terrible
team.
about Jason Tatum.
I know.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He got hurt, right?
Yeah, Achilles surgery.
Yeah.
It's going to be out like 8 to 12 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's just, you could tell he knew.
He knew.
Nick knew when he tore his.
Yeah.
And he's like, because anybody that injury happens to, they're not quite the same after.
Ugh.
But he's still young.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the technology's there. It's
We
just
have the technology.
We'll bounce back.
It's such a bummer. But there's a lot of stuff on the blog. You can waste a bunch of time at 1065thearch.com. That's where you find the daily blog. All right, let's just take it on out, Tim.
I did one text I do want to share because I just saw this one from Drumstick, Ian from Overland. He said, "Welcome, Afton. You have a big torso to fill."
So good.
Really strong there.
Man, that's good.
Really good.
That's a winner there.
Time for your Great Taste Gang song of the day. We got a lot of good ones, but your Great Taste Gang song of the day is sponsored by Cantor Injury Law. You can count on Cantor when you've been hurt. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com. Lots of great requests right up my alley. Lots of Eagles requests, which, guys, you're going to have plenty of time for that.
So many Eagles.
When I'm gone.
That's
Let's go Eagle free for the next few weeks. Is that too much to ask? But lots of good requests. Our buddy Chris Ritter came through with this one, which we were singing in the studio before we did it. It is That's What Friends Are For. Dionne Warwick and Friends. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.